You can measure the size of an elephant. You can clock the speed of a cheetah, but you can't quantify the heart of a kings, queens, and in-betweens. Welcome to Dr. Boxing Talk. Stream starts now.
The champ is here! 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 The champ is here!
If I tell you I'm good, probably you will say I'm boasting. But if I tell you I'm no good, you know one line.
Yo, yo, yo. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. What it do, what it do, what it do, man. Good, great, grand morning to you wonderful, beautiful people out there, man. My brothers and sisters, mi hermanos, mi hermanas, my friends, partners and pals, gentlemen and gals, ladies and lads, prince and princesses, kings and queens, and everything in between. Y'all know what time it is. The doctor's in the house. Yep, we are here. Yup. We are here. Yup. It's going to be a good morning, man. I apologize for my tardiness, man. We a little late. A lot of late. You know, I'm talking about a lot of late, but a little. I ain't going to lie, chat. There was two things. I'm going to give y'all two reasons. They're good reasons, too. Number one, I was struggling. I had some topics, but, you know, I like to make a pretty big, juicy topic, you know. I have multiple topics, some side dishes, you know what I'm saying? You got your little corn on the cob, got your little broccoli and cheese, you know what I'm saying? If you're freaky with it, got the little sweet potatoes, you know, you got the little macaroni and cheese, but I need that steak. I need that steak for the topic, you know what I'm talking about? And I didn't have my steak, you know, I had to dig a little bit to find my steak, you know what I'm saying, to find the main part of the meal, the main entree, you know what I'm saying?
No diddy.
So when I found it, I was good, but that's the one problem. But the bigger problem, my alarm clock went off. I smacked that thing like, gosh dang, Caleb Plant smacked Jamal Charlo. I smacked that thing like Teofimo smacked Barbosa. I smacked that thing like Chris Eubanks smacked Conor Benn. I smacked that thing like Canelo and Caleb Plant smacked each other. You know what I'm talking about? So, well, Canelo smacked Caleb Plant, you know. Caleb Plant kind of missed. But, or pushed. I don't remember how it went, but you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, man, I accidentally, well, I did it intentionally, but I didn't mean to do it. You know, my subconscious did it and hit my alarm, man. So I usually wake up at like 6:30. This time I didn't wake up till 7 that day. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, man, but we here though, man. We here, man. God is good. You know what I'm saying? We here. So while we here, we got some people that are here as well, man. Let's hit this roll call, man. We got my boy Oscar Perez in the building. Yes, Ersky. We got my boy Dub McCullough in the building. Yeah, yeah. We got my guy Mike Mazik in the building. Salute, DBT. Salutations, my brother. Yes, sir, man. We here. Don't forget to smack that like button. If you've done so already, I appreciate it. If you didn't do so, what you waiting for? Go ahead and get that thing done. You feel me? Oh, I didn't even update the banner. You see? I didn't update the banner right there. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? That's the yesterday banner, man. We looking like yesterdays. There go the real banner right there, man. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. There go the banner right there. Wagwan, Dooley was good. Akon bars. Like P. Diddy and Kanye will say, that's a hell of a... Bro, chill out, man. But look, so remember I told you I was going to find out now, chat. I dropped this news yesterday, and I told you I was going to find out a little more about it. Little mo. And I found out a little more. So we're going to talk a little more. So, remember, Fabio Wardley and Jarrell Big Baby Miller were going to fight. You know, they had a press conference and everything already, you know, saying building the anticipation for the fight, announcing the fight, and pretty much secured in the fight. It was finalized, you know, there was nothing shaky about it. But now there's something, it's looking real shaky, baby, because Jarrell Big Baby Miller, you know what I'm saying, former PED user, you know what I'm talking about, former PED user Jarrell Big Baby Miller.
We do not let people who are on the juice discuss real athletes. That's all.
Let's see how many people get mad that I called him a former PED user. Oh, but if I say it about Ryan Garcia, you get mad, right? And all of a sudden I'm hating, right? But if I say about Conor Ben, that's okay. I got a green light for that. I got a green light for calling Jarrell Big Baby Miller a PED popper. Oh, okay. But Ryan Garcia, oh no. Yeah, you become the enemy of the state. You commit treachery. Oh, okay. But anyway, man, Jarrell Big Baby Miller, man, he pulled out of the fight with Fabio Wardley, and I found out why. I announced it yesterday. I did not know why. I told you I wasn't going to speculate. I saw some rumors, but nothing confirmed. But now it's been confirmed that he pulled out due to a shoulder injury. So he hurt his shoulder, man. Shout out to Jarrell Big Baby Miller. We wish him a swift recovery. Hopefully it's not like a long-lasting injury, but sometimes those shoulder injuries, man, them shoulder impingements, they could take a long time to heal, man. I hate shoulder injuries. Those are like the worst, man, because they just take a long time. Of course, you could accelerate the recovery process, you know, by, you know, flexing it and rotating it, if that's what kind of injury it is. But sometimes, man, that thing, you just got to sit down for a little while, man. So shout out to Jarrell Big Baby Miller. But the good news is that Fabio Wardley is looking for a replacement. He intends to keep his date, him in Queensberry, and they already have some people that they're taking into consideration, man, and that'd be Justice Hooney, Michael Hunter, or Philip Hergovich. We know we just saw Philip Hergovich beat Joe Joyce, the Juggernaut Joyce. Justice Hooney, I can't remember who he just fought not too long ago, earlier this year or late last year, I can't remember. Not too long ago though. And then Michael Hunter, he's the guy who hasn't fought in a while. You know, his most famous win is probably against Martin Bakole. Stop Martin Bakole. He had a good fight with Alexander Usyk. He came up short. That's his only loss. No shame in that. You know what I'm saying? Tyson Fury has 2 losses. Both of them came to Alexander Usyk. Anthony Joshua has a few losses, but 2 of them came at the hands of Alexander Usyk. So losing to Usyk, a pound for pound guy, 1, 2, or 3 pound for pound between him, Terrence Bud Crawford, and Naoya Inoue, no shame in that, you know? So him losing to Alexander Usyk's no problem. But we like to see him get back in the ring. And me personally, that's who I want to see Fabio Wardley fight. And it's not really because of anything stylistically. It's just I want to see Michael Hunter back in the game, man. I feel like he's already a little older. I think he's like 30. Is he 30? I don't know if he's 36, 37, something like that.
Damn.
I'm sorry.
Which is my age, you know what I'm saying? And I don't think, you know, I just think that he's coming towards the end of his career. So it's like just nice to see him get some work in, man. He's been trying to get some work in according to reports. You know, we seen him at the Martin Bakole and Jared Anderson fight, calling out the winner and stuff like that. And he's saying he wants this smoke, but he's just not getting him. And this is the problem when you don't have a big promoter, you don't have big backing. So a lot of people think that fighters aren't there or not visible or not relevant because of their own inactivity or their own choice, but sometimes they just don't get the opportunities because they don't have Eddie Hearn and Matthew behind them. They don't have Al Heyman and PBC behind them. They don't have Oscar and Golden Boy behind them. They don't have Frank Warren and Queensberry behind them. They don't have Ben Shalom and Boxer behind them. They don't have Bob Arum and Top Rank behind them. So, you know, a lot of these fighters, they move independently, not saying he's independent, but they move independently or with a smaller third party that just doesn't have the pull, you know. And then when you are a good fighter, a dangerous fighter, you're not worth the risk. You see what I'm saying? So when I say those things about fighters, the risk outweighing the reward, that's why a lot of people don't get fights, even if you're ordered. MJ Akbadali, you know, he's with Matchroom and stuff now, so he has the backing so he can make it visible. But a lot of times, even if you do have the backing, sometimes you fall through the cracks because the risk, again, doesn't match the reward, and you're not as marketable from your promoter standpoint, and you're not going to bring the notoriety for your opponent to even see you as an attractive opponent, because if they beat you, it's like, okay, I just went through a good fight against somebody who's not known, so it's kind of worthless. You know what I'm saying? I might as well just go ahead and fight somebody that's unknown if I'm not going to get any profile boost from it. So I might as well fight an easy fight and get the same type of clout. You feel me? You feel me? Business moves, man. Shout out to my guy Isaiah, man. Top of the morning, man. Big member in the building. We got Thomas Hill in the building. We got Dooley in the building. He said, damn, that's young. Yeah, that's young in life. You know what I'm saying? But when you talk about boxing, you know, when you talk about, I mean, let's be real, right? That's young in life, of course. You know what I'm saying? Hell, I think 50, 55 is young in life. You know what I'm saying? You never know how long you're gonna go. But when you're 36 and you're inactive, and you're I think he did fight in December though. When you're 36, 37 and you're inactive and you're talking about fighting against top guys in your field, you know, unless you're LeBron James or Diana Taurasi, hell, even Diana Taurasi just retired. She was 42, you know what I'm saying? That was some major longevity, you know what I'm saying? Meant between male or female top athletes. Even LeBron is 40, right? That's why I think people take that for granted. It's like, bro, he's amazing. He's exceptional for being that old and still competing at a high level with these young bulls, you know? So it's young in life, but when when you're fighting or you're doing something athletic, then it is kind of older on the older side. You know what I'm saying? Even Usain Bolt had to stop running. You know what I'm talking about? So it is what it is, man. So I hope it's Michael Hunter. I would like to see him get some play. But if it's not, it is what it is. Who I think it'll be? I think it's going to be Justice Hooney. I think so. Because I think stylistically, Michael Hunter, if he's on top of his game, I think he beats Fabio Wardley. I think he's a big guy, but he's a slicker guy. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like Fabio Wardley, that spells disaster for Fabio Wardley as far as matchmaking. But you know, Fabio Wardley is with Queensberry, and Frank Warren is the beast when it comes to matchmaking. Ask Eddie Hearn with the 5v5 of Matchroom and Queensberry. Oh yeah, he swept him. I'm talking about he made Eddie Hearn and Matchroom matchmaking skills look trash.
Know your fucking place, trash.
So yeah, I whoever he's gonna match him up with, like I said, I'll be very shocked if he matches him up with Michael Hunter, unless they know something about Michael Hunter looking bad. But I'm thinking Justice Hooney, or maybe even Philip Hergovich, but it might not even be any of the above. They're just flirting with those three. Now moving on, man. Another news. I was just talking about this guy, man, the other day, right? And that is Khalil Cole. You know, sticking with a Matchroom. Khalil Cole. You know, he had an upset loss against Gallegos, right? I believe his first name is Marcos Gallegos. I'm not sure. I don't remember. But he lost on the card of, was that the Boots versus Karen card? The Boots and Karen rematch that also featured Bam Rodriguez and Pedro Guevara, if I'm not mistaken, out there in Philly. Khalil Cole had an upset loss. You know, he's a light heavyweight, and you know, shout out to Gallegos. You know, but he's gonna get an opportunity to spin the block, to run it back, to right that wrong, to erase that blemish off his record. And I think it's gonna be difficult, man. Not that Khalil Cole can't do it, but to me, what was the narrative? The narrative was that he wasn't focused, he wasn't locked in. And I'm sorry, man. I just feel like, you know, there's a thing called senioritis, right? You know, that's what they say, like in high school, you about to be a senior, you know, you don't want to work anymore, you get tired because you see the end coming. I didn't get senioritis in high school. I don't remember that. You know, my biggest distraction was women. You know what I'm saying? That was my biggest distraction, you know, and shout out to my girlfriend at the time, you know. That was my biggest distraction. It was never being focused. I never really had a problem with focus at that point, because I feel like if you had ambition to go to college, then you knew that it wasn't the end. So maybe that's why I didn't have senioritis. And when it comes to doing my academics and stuff like that, doing what I'm supposed to do and playing sports and all that stuff, staying active, working and all that stuff, my vice was being distracted with girls and stuff like that. But even still, you know, it didn't stop me from doing my work, because one way that I attracted girls was because of what I do, where I'm come from, and also how I perform, not just with sports, but also in the classroom. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to study with me. You feel me? And I wanted to study with them. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? They want to study with me. I want to study them. You know what I'm just saying? But anyway, my point is though, I went and got my then I went and got my bachelor's in engineering, and that last year I kind of felt like a little bit of senioritis. But then once I committed to grad school, I was like, oh, no, I was good. You know what I'm saying? Once again, this is my vice was women again. Never like staying focused. And then I got my master's. I was good. I flew through my master's. Oh my goodness, I flew through I was so locked in. When I got senioritis was like my last year of my PhD. That was a whole lot of schooling. So my point is that, like, I don't think there's anything wrong with getting senioritis or getting comfortable or losing focus. But Khalil Cole is like 10 fights in. Let me see his record real quick. Maybe I'm tripping. And there's no disrespect to him, but it's like you getting the man is, yeah, he's 10 fights in, chat. I'm sorry, I just don't trust that. He has 9 wins, 1 loss, and 1 draw. He's 11 fights in. So he was 10 fights in going into his loss, right? Because his last fight was Manuel Gallegos. Manuel. Sorry, I said Marcos. Manuel Gallegos, right? So he was 10 fights in. You losing focus? I'm sorry, I just don't buy that. I mean, it's not that I don't believe it. I believe it, but it's like you lose focus 10 fights in. You should be hungry at 10 fights. You should be starving. You see what I'm saying? And anything, like I said, it's not just boxing, it's anything. Like you can't lose focus on the mixtape if you're trying to be a rapper. Maybe if you lose focus after you hit diamond or you hit platinum, you know what I'm saying? You do a couple world tours, then you lose focus. You losing focus at the mixtape level? What are we doing? That's like Anthony Joshua being an Olympian and losing focus when he wins the Olympics, or Clarissa Shields winning the Olympics. She won it 2 times. She didn't lose focus at the Olympics. If she loses focus now because she's undisputed 4 times, maybe. But you don't lose focus in the middle of the race. Even if you lose, even if you're behind, you keep running. So like anytime I hear that, oh, this person loses for, when you talk about Jared Big Baby Anderson, talk about he's not dedicated and stuff like that, that's cool. Do your thing. But I'm not gonna believe in you. Because at the end of the day, talent will bring you here. But when you get here, everybody's talented. And what's going to put you up here is the level of focus, the level of motivation, the level of dedication, the fact that you're going to spar that extra minute, go those extra rounds, run that extra mile, wake up thinking about it, go to sleep dreaming about it. That's what's going to put you over the top. That's why they have a saying hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. It's not, you can work hard all day. If you're not talented, then you're going to be behind. That doesn't mean you can't overcome, but you're going to be behind and you got to work even harder. But that talent, when it doesn't work hard, oh, you're not going to do nothing either. In fact, you might end up worse because you're going to be considered a bust. You know what I'm saying? People are going to have expectations. Forget exceeding them. You're not even going to meet them. You know, and I'm not just going hard on Khalil Cole. That's anybody. It's applicable to anybody, you know. Even if you talk about, I don't know, what's a dude named that Johnny Football, Johnny Manziel. Like, you lose focus at college, you ain't even in the league yet. You getting drafted and you partying with LeBron and Drake, and then you lose focus after that. That should motivate you. Dang, you know what I'm saying? I just got drafted. I'm with LeBron and Drake. Imagine if I keep playing well, I might be partying with Obama and Trump. You feel what I'm saying? I might be, you know what I'm talking about? I might be doing my drink and my 2-step with everybody in the club. I don't understand that, man. I don't understand it, but you know what I'm saying? I'm not there yet either. So, you know, I ain't never do anything that garners $1 million compensation. So maybe that's it too. You know what I'm saying? When you getting a big check and you buying that whip and you buying that crib, and you know, maybe you get a little comfortable. I don't know, but I just think that's way too early. You feel me? So yeah, just purchase the fights. The fights, lock it ready. Hey, let's go. That's what I'm talking about, Oscar. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got some people in the chat, man. Jose Luis Castillo at the age of 51 has a fight lined up against a Russian. Yeah, he's wilding. Yeah, he's wilding, man. Who's got the worst commentators? Pro Box DAZN Top Rank? Anyway, Manuel Gallegos versus Khalil Cole Part 2 is going down. So shout out to him, and we're going to see if he can get it back, man. I think he can get it back, but I don't know if he will, because Manuel Gallegos is going to be, he's going to be locked in and focused too, just like Bruno Saras and Jaime Munguia. Bruno Saras is going to be locked in too, so it's difficult, but I'm going to go with Khalil Cole and I'm going to go with Jaime Munguia. He said, who's got the worst commentators? I would say the worst, I would say DAZN. I would say DAZN is like Top Rank. You know, I don't like Top Rank either as far as their commentators, but you know, sometimes they have the what's the one lady's name? Christina Poncher, she's okay. like I said, Tim Bradley's not bad all the time, but he's bad a lot of the times. Mark Kriegel, he's not bad all the time, but he's bad a lot of the time. Well, let me phrase that. Mark Kriegel and Tim Bradley are pretty bad the majority of the time, but sometimes they'll have a guest commentator that's pretty good. You have Christina Poncher, I think she's pretty good. So they're not that bad. But DAZN, they're always bad. They're always garbage. They're always basura.
Know your fucking place, trash.
From the commentators to the moderators, they're all bad. So I would say DAZN by far. Pro Box, I don't think commentators are bad on Pro Box. When they're providing commentary, they're good. Like Paulie Malignaggi, Chris Algieri, when they're providing commentary, they're good. Chris Algieri's good, period. Teddy Atlas is great. I don't know if he's still on there. I don't watch Pro Box anymore unless it's fights. But Paulie Malignaggi is a good commentator. But when he's as an analyst, as a contributor from how could I say this? Like when they're commentating the fights, they're cool. But when they're a media personality and they're analyzing the fights or they're covering like the news, they're trash. Like well, Paulie Malignaggi's trash. He's decent when he's talking about anybody not named Canelo or not named Tank. If he's talking about Canelo or Tank, he like gets so emotional and he just forgets what he's doing and he just loses all type of logic. It's like, bro, I understand you don't like them and I'm not saying don't critique them, but you critique them ridiculously. You know what I'm saying? They could fight anybody and you're going to be disrespectful of them. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. That's just my personal opinion. I think they're trash. So, so it is what it is, man. It is what it is. So he said, 10 fights, you haven't even opened the door. Exactly, Oscar. Exactly. He said PBC definitely is better. Yeah, on commentary, I agree. Yeah, PBC is definitely great on commentary. Tay, what's good? Here go Turkey lied about the pay-per-view again. What happened? What Turkey lied about? Yeah, I'm using YouTube, New York City live cams to watch the fights tomorrow. Hey, talk to him. Talk to him, man. Hey, someone got tossed out? Let's get it. Got tossed out early in the morning? We gonna get him out of there. I don't even know what he said. Or she. Maybe he a little bit of both, because he a boy bitch. Whoever that is, It's so funny, man. People be waking up early in the morning and think that they're bothering you, bro. You just bothering yourself, but I take it as a compliment, man. Welcome, welcome, bro. However you feel about me or my channel, I know that you feel some way. I feel nothing about you. That's the difference. You have emotions and feelings towards me, and you can't stop coming to the channel. Whoever you are, I have no clue who you are, but you know me though. I'm doing my job. If you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping. You know what I'm talking about? Yes, sir. Keep coming, man. I appreciate it. Shout out to the haters. Shout out to the supporters too. But shout out to the haters, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep us going and growing, baby. But yeah, so I think that Khalil Cole and Manuel Gallegos is a good fight, and I'm happy to hear that it's happening. So you could right his wrong, But this is something else too that I think is like fighters should get an opportunity to correct their wrongs. However, I don't know if there's a rematch clause or something, but like, fighters got to be careful because I don't think that you're obligated. I don't think it's obligatory for Manuel Gallegos to fight him again. Like, I think sometimes you could just move on, man. Hey, you messed up. It messed up. But I'm assuming with Manuel Gallegos, because he was relatively unknown. He was unknown, not relatively. He is unknown. That's going to be the biggest bag he gets. Now, if he could beat Khalil Cole again, man, hey, that'd be crazy for him, And if Khalil Cole could right that wrong, that'd be crazy for him. He has to win decisively, though, in my personal opinion, man. So that just is what it is. Click that like button. Talk to him, my boy. Thank you so much, Dub. We got Boxing with 2-4 in the building. Let's go, man, my boy. What's good? Yeah, so we talked about Jarrell and Baby Miller's shoulder injury. So Fabio Wardley may be fighting Justice Hooney, Michael Hunter, or Philip Hergovich. We talked about Khalil Cole getting his rematch opportunity with Manuel Gallegos. So Gallegos versus Cole part 2. And then shout out to my guy Ty. He wanted to talk about the press conference a little bit more. So let's dive into that a little bit more. So we had the press conference yesterday. It was pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie. Like, of course I'm gonna say the ridiculous stuff, but it was entertaining, man. Yesterday's press conference between Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, Teofimo, Arnold Barbosa, Jose Carlos Ramirez, and Arnold Barbosa, Rolly Romero, and Jose Carlos Ramirez. The press conference between them, it was funny. Even Bill Haney added some to it. Oscar De La Hoya got in there. Eddie Hearn got in there. So it was real funny. And that's the presser. That presser is what I thought all the pressers would be like, but they weren't. They were still decent, but they just weren't as exciting as that one. Teofimo was being the character he is. Oscar De La Hoya acted like he wanted to fight Bill Haney. He wanted to fight old Trio Bill. Derrick James was frozen up, and that's what Derrick James wanted to talk about. I mean, sorry, that's what Ty wanted to talk about. It celebrated bitch fest. Yeah, facts, exactly. Ty wanted to talk about Derrick James, and Ty has a different perspective than I do on this. I think Derrick James was Derrick James, man. I think Derrick James was Derrick James. I don't think that he was kind of frozen. I don't think he was frozen. I just think that he was trying to gather his thoughts, man. Some people don't respond well under pressure, especially if they're not really a talkative person, a loquacious person. But in addition to that, some people like to give a thoughtful response and make sure that they don't say anything impulsively and say anything out of line. So that's what I think Derrick James was doing. I think he was just like pausing to respond and not say anything offensive and try to be as diplomatic as possible and respectful. But the moderator, who was trash, the moderator didn't give him a chance. Like, he just was like, he took the time to gather his thoughts, and he was like, okay, moving on. Or what do you want to say about that, Derrick James? What do you want to say? Did you hear what he said? Let me repeat what he said. Bro, they're speaking the same language. Now, I grant and I understand that maybe the volume was down and they couldn't really hear or something like that, but other people had no problem hearing each other. So I just feel like he was just talking too much, but and moving on too much. Give the people opportunity to speak, say, what is the rush? But however, in his defense too, he was trash.
Know your fucking place, trash.
But in his defense, maybe they were in his ear telling him to move on, you know what I'm saying? Because we already know that they don't like talking about Ryan cheating Devin Haney. Like, they don't like to talk about him missing weight, especially not the PEDs. So maybe they wanted to move on from that. I don't know. Anytime it got hot in the kitchen for Ryan in regards to his past discrepancies and his past violations, they don't want to stay on that, you know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't be surprised if they were telling him to move on too. But the reason why I have no patience with him is because I seen him earlier in the week on the commentary, you know what I'm saying, providing commentary, and every time they talk about Ryan Garcia, he makes it seem like he's the victim. He makes it seem like, oh, Ryan Garcia didn't do anything wrong, and he makes it seem like Devin Haney actually did something wrong, and Devin Haney has to answer for all these slights that were done to him. He didn't do anything, you know what I'm saying? So to me, that guy in particular that moderated yesterday, I call him a bum because he doesn't have his facts straight, and he's clearly biased. And even if he's not, and if he's just being a company man, you still a bitch, in my opinion, because you got to say what's real. And what they've been saying in regards to Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney are not real at all. So in my opinion,
Nigga, you's a bitch.
so yeah, that's just my opinion though, man. So he said he showed it to freeze up when Boback was talking crazy today. Told that man to go eat some Big Macs and he belonged in the superstore. In the super heavyweight division. Facts. He said he showed ain't freeze up with Boback. Hey, that's true. That's true. That's true. But I will say this though, I'm gonna be honest, man. This is what I think, and I could be. I'm not saying I'm correct. I'm speculating right now. But I think that Derrick James is a little embarrassed, you know what I'm saying, to be with Ryan Garcia. I'm going to be honest, man. I honestly feel that way. And I think he should be embarrassed because at the end of the day, the optics look terrible because you not only did you train somebody who cheated, and a lot of us, like myself, are going to assume that you knew. You may not have known to what extent or what substance, but you had the idea that he was cheating. I fully believe that, you know what I'm saying? I don't have any proof, but I feel like you got to know because I feel like I knew, and I'm nowhere near Ryan Garcia. You know what I'm saying? You have an intimate relationship with him, and you should as a trainer, and a close-up relationship. So I feel like you knew. So I think he's embarrassed from that because I think that his reputation has been hit, and it should be hit. I think it should be hit more. I think Oscar De La Hoya's reputation should be hit as well. You know what I'm saying? Because he's promoting a cheater. But not only that, though, I think what's even worse in the fact that his trainer, as far as his reputation, as far as his occupation, has taken a hit. I think that he's conflicted, man. I think that his person has taken a hit because Ryan Garcia said F Muslims and F blacks. Those are two things that Derrick James unequivocally and categorically aligns with. That's part of his person. He's Muslim as far as his religion, and he's black as far as his complexion, identity, even if you want to say nationality. He's a black American, or African American, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? He originates from the motherland, which is Africa. One of those countries, it might not be Nigeria. It could be Cameroon. It may not be Cameroon. It could be Tanzania. It might not be Tanzania. It could be Ghana. It might not be Ghana. It could be South Africa. It might not be South Africa. It could be Kenya. You know what I'm saying? One of those amazing countries he could be from somewhere down the line. So he said F you in 2 ways, and he said F you in another way by cheating, by jeopardizing your integrity. You see what I'm saying? And you're still working. Not only did you work with them, you're also going back to work with them. So I feel like the reason why he froze up is, number one, the fact that he likes to gather his thoughts. But like Tufo said, he has no problem snapping back at Bomac. But number two, which he's accurate on that, I think that number one, you know, he wants to gather his thoughts. But number two, I think he's a little embarrassed when somebody like Bill Haney, who is, you know, a brother in the Muslim, in their religion, you know, in the Muslim faith, calls him out. Because I think it, you know, what embarrasses somebody than having to acknowledge their shortcomings in public. That's embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about it anyway. I don't know. I could be making that up, but I think so. Shout out to my guy Oster in the building. Big Oster in the building. That's a triple entendre, right? It is. If Arrow was there, Bill would have never said anything. Yeah, I just think that he might be kind of embarrassed, and he should be, because, like I said, I don't know the conversation. I'm not going to judge him in that regards, but I do think about it. Every time I see him with Ryan Garcia, I'm like, how? I thought you was a dude that was stand up, but you know, money make you act a little funny, you know, and maybe it's not the money. Like I said, maybe Ryan Garcia and Derrick James had a good conversation behind closed doors, and you know what I'm saying, maybe he apologized, and part of being faithful or being of the faith in any religion is forgiveness. So maybe he, you know what I'm saying, I'm assuming he forgave him and stuff like that. But you know, I haven't seen any explanation, and I feel like sometimes when you have slights like that and you're so open with your beliefs, I do think that you should provide some type of explanation or some type of insight as to why you went in this direction. So I don't mind. It's a free world, man. I can't tell you what to do or what not to do. So if you want to work with Ryan Garcia or anybody else that says anything, that's cool. You know, like I said, forgiveness is something that I'm working on, and I think that's something that we should all try to perfect. We're not going to perfect. None of us are perfect, but I think we should all try to perfect that, because we also want our sins to be forgiven by the Most High at the very least, you know, or at the very most, you know. So I think that we should work on forgiveness. However, I do think that if you don't stand for something, you're gonna fall for anything. I'll just say that, you know. So yeah. So I do think that sometimes it's you should address some things and let people know where you stand, because I think it looks bad. I'm gonna be honest. I've always said that, though, you know, and like I said, with Oscar De La Hoya, he's a goofy, and I'm not giving him a pass either, but I think that he should be held accountable for having a cheater on his roster too, multiple cheaters on his roster, you know, whether you're talking about weight or you're talking about PEDs. I saw Oscar De La Hoya give an interview, right, and then they were talking about the Ryan Garcia. You know how he says about Ryan Garcia, oh, three pounds is nothing. Ryan Garcia, all those things are just excuses for Devin Haney to lose. The PEDs an excuse, the weight's an excuse. They agreed to it. But then when he talked about Chris Eubank and Conor Benn, two fighters in which he has no affiliation or loyalty to, what did he say? He said, "Oh man, even 1 pound could be dangerous and influential to the fight. 1 pound could is very significant." Oh, but you just told me 3 pounds were insignificant just a few seconds ago. And I think it was a contributor to the Boxing Voice, so shout out to them. But he pressed him on it. I feel like he could have pressed him a little harder, but he pressed him on it. I'm just glad that he pressed him on it at least a little bit. He was like, "You just said that. How are you going to say that 1 pound in Chris Eubank and Conor Benn is significant or substantial, but then you just told me that Ryan Garcia coming 3 pounds overweight against Devin Haney means nothing?" So basically, what he's saying about Oscar De La Hoya, he's not saying it. He's saying that Oscar De La Hoya just exposed himself, and basically said, Oscar De La Hoya, my brother,
Nigga, you's a bitch.
because any grown man that lies, cheats, and snitches without accountability or without explanation, you are a bitch by definition. So, but shout out to Oscar De La Hoya, though. Hey, shout out to Oscar De La Hoya, though. We got my boy Clone in the building. Shout out to my guy Clone, man. Big member in the building. I'll be right back. Let me blow my nose real quick. So yeah, man. So yeah, I think it's kind of crazy, man. He said, "All I'm saying is 103 to 96. Is this your king? Is this your king?" Haney Ramirez check all the boxes for a grudge, man. Oscar said he's not a fighter, talking fast and stupid. Yeah. He started talking so fast and, "Oh, I'm not a fighter." Well, yes, you kind of are. You're not a fighter. You are the fighter. What are you talking about? You're the golden boy. You're a legend. You know what I'm saying? You're an all-time great. What are you talking about? You're not a fighter. You might be retired, but you're always a fighter. You know what I'm saying? That's like saying Michael Jordan's not a basketball player. He was retired, but he's one of the greatest. So that's always going to go with you. You know what I'm saying? Look at you just trying to fight Bill yesterday, talk and doing your little boxing moves. You know what I'm saying? It comes natural. It's reflexive. It's instinctive reflexes. Freaking fly. Yeah, man. So I just think it's kind of crazy, bro. I think it's kind of crazy. So but yeah, so with Derrick James, man, I think that he just gets a little flustered. He should be a little embarrassed, man, you know. Yeah, it is what it is, though, man. He has to recuperate some money because him and Errol Spence got their infamous disagreement and split. So maybe he has to get that money back. And I'm not mad at him for going with I'm not mad at him for going with Ryan Garcia. I'm just disappointed, you know, because I mean he's a trainer and Ryan Garcia's a boxer. He needs to train people, you know. So nothing. I'm not mad at it, you know. But like I said, I do think explanations are and explanations and at least elaborations on decisions are in order. You know what I'm saying? So, but not that he owes me anything, but I just think it would help his situation if he would, because like I said, he doesn't seem to have a problem communicating with Eddie Hearn or somebody like that. But when you're talking to another guy that's gonna hold you accountable like Bill Haney, you know what I'm saying, Trio Bill, then I think that's why he got a little. I think he got a little embarrassed, in my personal opinion, man. Shout out to my guy Oscar Perez, dropping that bread, that cheese, that butter.
These biscuits.
No, sir. He said, who tried to catch the fade this morning? No, sir. I told y'all scheduled it, man. I went out my way and I made the schedule. Nobody uses it. We not doing no fades until people utilize the schedule, man. We not doing it randomly. We doing it planned. You know what I'm saying? I went out my way to make the Excel sheet. You know what I mean? Multiple Excel sheets. You can schedule it. You gotta schedule it. We are abided by the schedule. If nothing is what's the word I'm looking for? If nothing is scheduled and planned for today, we not doing it. No, sir. No, sir. My efforts will not be taken for granted. I made the schedule. You know, people don't utilize the schedule, then it's not going down. There's nothing scheduled for today. Ain't getting no fades today. Utilize the schedule, man. That's what I made it for. People don't want to utilize the schedule, then they don't want to fight. Shout out to my guy Oscar, though. Y'all drop it. My boy Oscar been ready to schedule. It's not Oscar's fault. Oscar been ready, man. Hey, they been ducking the smoke. Y'all been ducking the smoke, man. Shout out to my guy Oscar dropping the love with the graffiti on the chat walls, man. I appreciate it. He said it's like the Brina saying he not a king. Let me see. Yeah, you wildin'. Yeah, you wildin'. He got Alicia Bumgarner and Ryan Garcia. No, do not put Alicia Bumgarner in the same breath as Ryan Garcia. Yes, Alicia Bumgarner tested positive, but Alicia Bumgarner did not settle. She went to court and she proved her innocence. She proved that it was contamination. Ryan Garcia told y'all goofies that it was contamination. Then he said it was contamination for something else. Then he said it was contamination for something else. Then he said it was his trainer. Then he said it was Devin Haney's setup. So no, that's not the same thing. You cannot compare Alicia Bumgarner and Canelo Alvarez to Ryan Garcia or Conor Benn or Dennis McCann or Jarrell Baby Miller or Cesar Martinez. You can't compare them. The Canelo and Alicia Bumgarner, they appealed it. They went to court and and it was proven that their consumption of the PEDs was unintentional, and it was due to contamination, cross contamination. They didn't just say it; they actually believed it and proved it. That's a big difference. You know what I'm saying? So no, Alicia Bumgarner, that's not even close to the same thing. And it's just so funny that people will hold that against Alicia Bumgarner. They don't know what amount she had in her system. Because, you know, when we talk about Ryan Garcia, oh, it's an insignificant amount, right? They don't know amount that she had in her system, but they have no problem calling her a cheat. She went to court and she proved that it was actually accidental. They have no problem calling her a cheat. Ryan Garcia didn't do none of the above. In fact, Ryan Garcia is had probably the highest quantity of nanograms in the system than a whole lot of other cheaters. But people want to say other stuff. So no, Alicia Bumgarner is not in that same boat. Not even close. They might not. They may not even be in the same body of water. You know what I'm saying? He said Derrick is trash as a trader. He only got that trader of the year because of Charlo. I can't see no other reason. I mean, Errol Spence too. Errol Spence, Charlo's. Nah. Derrick James is a good trader. I can't take that away from him. Is he overrated slightly? Maybe. I can't take that away from him. Say he's not a good trader. He said, I went to school with Alicia's sister. I still talk to her and her family. Very good people. That's what's up. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Tay said she can't do no wrong in my eyes, but I'm saying Derek lost his guys and got 2-5. Okay. You're saying he's definitely training Alicia Bumgarner. My bad. I thought you were saying like he has 2 PED users. I was about to say nah, that's different, you know. Yeah, of course she had PEDs in her system, but she doesn't have a no contest on her record. You know why? Because she never tested positive during the night of the fight. Ryan Garcia did. Canelo never tested positive during the night of the fight. That's why he has no. That's why he doesn't have a no contest either. Ryan Garcia did. You see what I'm saying? So. He said, my guy, pugilism in the building. He said, Ulster, he had unified champion and undisputed champion at the same damn time. Yep, at the same time. He might not be the best in your opinion, but he's not trash. Yeah, he's not trash. He can't be trash. I got to give him credit. I got to give him credit for that. He definitely not trash. Saying he's trash is just hate. My boy Ulster hating? Let me find out my boy Ulster hating out here, man.
Me blood clot.
Nah, my boy Ulster ain't no hater. Nah, my boy Ulster ain't no hater. Oh, nah, man, that's crazy. Say it ain't so, man. They caught my boy in 4K out here hating. That's tough. Shout out to my guy Ulster. But yeah, man, I think Derek James, like I said, I don't think anything's wrong to call people out on their stuff, and I think people should be a little disappointed, especially if you look like him, you know. But at the same time, he's not the only person that does some crazy stuff, so I don't want to go too hard on him. But I think that's part of the reason why he had that interaction with Bill Haney yesterday. I do think so. I think Jamal is training with Derek James. Oh, you know what I read at first, Isaiah? I read in my head, I think Jamal is training Derek James. I'm about to say, nah, y'all trolling now. I'm about to say, you said Jamal is training Derek James. Y'all trolling now. But you said he's training with Derek James, right? He said, damn, they got me. Yeah, they caught you, bro. I ain't gonna lie. They caught you in 4K, bro.
All right. I'm putting cases on all you bitches.
Caught you hating, bro. They caught you hating. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that, man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to get it out a little bit. Now it's out your system. Just don't do it again. You feel me? You feel me, bro? Shout out to my guy, Oster, man. That's my guy right there, man. Good brother right there. Very good brother right there, man. I appreciate you being on this side, you know, being in this channel, man. Yes, sir, man. So shout out to all the good people in the chat, man. Yes, sir. He said, Dry Turkey says, wasn't Bumgarner test some independent company who cleared her? Alicia failed for 2 banned substances, was a shady situation just as Conor Ben. Yeah, I don't mind people saying that her failing the test is shady. No one ever said that. I said, and I will say it again, she took it to court, meaning she appealed it, and she won the appeal. Can you say the same about Conor Ben? Can you say the same about Ryan Garcia? And now, if you don't understand what I'm saying, then that's different. If you lack the comprehension of what I said, then that's different. I'll gladly repeat it and elaborate. I never said that she wasn't guilty of testing positive. Same with Canelo. Canelo's one of my favorite fighters of all time. He's guilty of testing positive for clenbuterol, right? No one said that he never tested positive. What I said was they appealed it and they won their appeal, meaning Alicia Bumgarner doesn't have anything shady as regard to her record. She has no contest. She does not have an NC on her record, meaning that when people say that she failed the test, yes, she never failed the test during the night of the fight, which is exactly what I said, right? Same with Canelo Alvarez. He never failed a test during the night of the fight, meaning that when they got caught cheating with the substance in their system, it was during the preparation, during the training to prepare for a fight. That's the difference between Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia had it in his system the night of the fight, which is why his fight resulted in a no contest. And he settled, meaning he did not go to court and prove that he accidentally ingested a contaminated substance or it's in his system from a contaminated substance. Alicia Bumgarner and Canelo, they did prove that. Whether you want to agree with it or not, that's your business. If you want to say, hey, man, it was a third-party company or it was this, it was that, maybe they paid the judges off, that's none of my business. I don't get too far into that. I'm not really a fan of conspiracy theories. If they say that he cheated, the powers that be, like WADA, USADA, or the British Boxing Board of Control or Japan Boxing Commission, whatever it is, whatever entity, if they determine that someone cheated, then I'm going to believe it. And then if they determine through an appeal process that they made a mistake or it was accidental, then I'm going to believe it. I don't dig. It's so funny that some people will conveniently dig deeper when it's not necessary because they don't like the result, because they like a person or they dislike a person. You know what I'm saying? If they say he didn't cheat, if somebody says they passed a test, I believe it. If somebody says they failed the test, I believe it. As long as it comes from VADA, USADA, WADA, or whoever else, what other authoritative figure that's in charge of administering these tests. I don't question the test because that suddenly comes for somebody that I like. That's weak. That's weak as hell. You're making excuses for people you like, and you're affording people that you like reasons to get out, but then people that you don't like, oh, you're okay and you're comfortable with calling them cheaters. No, they took it to court. That means something. But maybe that might not mean something to you, but it means something to me. Absolutely. But yeah, see, do we get the Tank and Frank link up like everybody else doing? Hey, what's weird about Ryan's case is he didn't even get suspended for PEDs. He got suspended for not listening to supplements he was taking. That's because he settled. That's not weird, bro. Like, bro, that's the thing, man. We got to stop regurgitating stuff, man. We got to start regurgitating. Now, shout out to my guy, Isaiah. Dope person. That's my guy right there. And he likes to stir the pot. We got to stop regurgitating things that idiots say, man, because it makes you idiotic as well. Idiocy is a powerful thing when you let it. It's really weak when you gain knowledge. He settled out of court, meaning they didn't go to court. He was never tried for the level of ostarine in the system. So when you say he got suspended for not listening to supplements because that was the lesser charge, that's why he settled. When you settle out of court, let's say somebody like, I don't want to use the Shannon Sharp. Let's use the Shannon Sharp situation, right? That's very popular. He had an opportunity to settle out of court for a fraction of how much he's actually being taken to court for. He's getting taken to court for 50 million, right? Didn't the rumors come out that he was going to settle for 10 million? Meaning that he was going to settle for the lesser damages. But he said, no, I believe in my innocence, so I'm going to take it to court. And now you make yourself vulnerable to potentially get punished for the greater offense. But if you settle for the lesser offense. That's the whole point of settling. So he was never charged officially for the ostarine that he had in the system. But what you cannot say is that the ostarine didn't matter, because that's why he got a no contest. That's why this whole situation started in the first place. If there was no ostarine that was detected, he would never have to settle for nothing. He chose not to take it to court, which is why he was able to get a year only, why he was able to only get whatever $1 million fine it was. I don't remember how much the amount was. That's why you settle. He took the lesser charges. And what they didn't need to go to court for was to prove, because it was his own admittal, he admitted it to everybody, that he didn't list the ashwagandha. He didn't list the NutraBio. So that is also part of the protocol that you have to follow as a fighter, and he violated that protocol. There was no need to go to court for that. He admitted that already. What he didn't admit to was the ostarine, and that's what would have had to go to court for, the amount that he had in his system. So because he didn't go to that portion of the trial, he can't get punished for something that you don't go get tried for. You see what I'm saying? Does that make sense? He settled, bro. But anyway, the weird part of me is that he passed all the prior tests, taking it on to the fight night. Would it benefit him? I disagree with that. Yeah, he just accepted like it was okay to be right. Exactly. That's why, same with Amir Khan, right? Amir Khan, he got 2 years for a lower amount of ostarine. So when people say that, oh, he didn't get punished for the ostarine, no, this whole ordeal came out because he failed the test. So when people say, oh, Amir Khan, he tested positive for ostarine, he only had 0.3 nanograms per milliliter in the system. Ryan Garcia had 6 nanograms per milliliter in the system. Amir Khan got banned for 2 years. He had 0.3 nanograms per milliliter in the system. 0.3 billionths of a gram, because that's what a nanogram is. Ryan Garcia had 6 nanograms per milliliter in his system. 6 billionths of a gram, whatever you want to call it, to try to make it sound minuscule in your head, whatever. He had 20 times the amount that Amir Khan had in his system. He got a year. Amir Khan got 2 years. Okay, so it is what it is, man. It is what it is, man. So Dry Turkey says, B-Dog, the rebuttal to that is right. Exactly what Dry Turkey just said. B-Dog, he said the rebuttal to that part, which B-Dog knows better. B-Dog just don't like Devin Haney. But shout out to my guy B. I'm a Tank fan too. Tank is my guy. But right is right and wrong is wrong. And I would never try to refute being wrong. He said the rebuttal to that is Ryan was microdosing. So the so-called performance enhancers won't come to light until he starts coming. Exactly, Dry Turkey. That was said perfectly, articulated perfectly. He just dropped a bomb on y'all. It would have still had to be present in the system. No, bro. You could pass tests when you microdose, bro. Come on, B-Dog. You know better than this, bro. Why do you think Artur Beterbiev has all these accusations? I don't think he's cheating, but some people do. They say, I think it's funny anyway, but they say that Artur Beterbiev, every time he has an injury, is just him cycling off, and he microdoses. But once you have a certain accumulation and it is detected, it gets detected. There's no foundation on the fact that, oh, you know, you passed these tests, but you failed these tests. That's just when it's detectable. Yeah, like we know that, right? So when it's detectable in your bloodstream doesn't mean that it was absent in your bloodstream. It just means that now it's detectable. You know that let's be fair now. And this is why Victor Conte gets in trouble, right? And people don't trust him, right? Because let's not act like there's some PEDs and steroids that aren't detectable. And also every type of detection device isn't appropriate or sufficient to detect every type of PEDs. For example, with ostarine, the fact that it's a SAR, right, a selective androgen receptor, SARM, excuse me, a SARM, selective androgen receptor modulator, right? Those are best detected by a liquid chromatography, liquid, what's it called? Liquid chromography, right? And so that's the best way to detect a SARM. So if you do a hair follicle test, it may not be detected in the hair follicle test. You see what I'm saying? So there's different type of testing methods for different type of PEDs. I don't know what kind of tests they do. Do you know that they do blood tests every time? Do you know that they do urine samples every time? Do you know that they do hair follicle tests every time? Do you know that they do saliva cotton swabs every time? I don't know what they do every time. I know sometimes they take shots. I know sometimes they pee. I know sometimes they take hair follicles. I know sometimes they take blood. I don't know if they do the same procedure every time. So the whole point of me saying that is the fact that there's not just one type of test that detects everything. Some tests are better for detecting marijuana. Some tests are better for detecting cocaine. Some tests are better for detecting fentanyl. Some tests are better for detecting ostarine. Some tests are better for detecting clenbuterol. So I don't know if they're doing the same test every time. Maybe they are. And if they are, then you have a point. But if they're not, then I don't know. It gets a little shaky. He said Devin's just overrated, and that's okay. I personally believe Devin is overrated. No knock to Devin Haney. I don't like to say that now because of the situation. So my point is that if you didn't believe Devin Haney was overrated before he had the fight with Ryan Garcia, and if you're saying he's overrated now, then I think that's kind of weak. And I think that's trash because Devin Haney is still the youngest undisputed male champion in boxing history. So I bet my money on Ryan Garcia because I thought that Devin Haney was overrated before the PEDs though. So if you're going in hindsight, it's easy to say somebody's overrated when you see them lose, or in your mind what you think, what you consider as a loss, even though it's a no contest because the guy cheated. You know what I'm saying? So if you think that he's overrated now because of what happened with him and Ryan Garcia, but then at the same time you tell me Ryan Garcia is good because he beat Devin Haney, I mean, I don't know what to tell you, bro. He said, yeah, people are mad because Conti went legit. Shit happens all the time. Exactly, Nuke One. Exactly. You know what's so funny about that, man? We bring up Victor Conti, and people say, oh, he's a snack fighter. He's a snack fighter. You know that you can easily look up the fighters under snack, and this is my last time I'm going to show this. But if people like to talk about stuff so much, shout out to my guy Ty Morissette in the building. I want to show you, Devin Haney gets all this flack, right? I don't wish bad on. No, I don't think you wish bad on Devin Haney, B-Dog. I know you better than that, man. You know I just get to talking and spitballing. Nah, you a good brother, man, and you fair. But I disagree with your statement though. This last statement about the cycling. You know that. Come on now. You know that happened. Stop it. He said, I still think Ryan beats him in the rematch though. Clean. I think so too. Like I said, that's the thing about when I speak, bro. That's why I say it's different when you live it, bro. Can't nobody who don't live that life talk to me, bro. Can't nobody on this earth say that I'm a hater of Ryan Garcia because I said he's on PEDs. No, Ryan Garcia hated on himself. He exposed himself. He's on PEDs. You can't call me a hater and say that I like Devin Haney more. This is why I have this stance. No, I'm a Tank fan. I think Tank beats Devin Haney. So, according to some people, you can't be a Tank fan and like Devin Haney and like Shakur Stevenson simultaneously. You got to pick one. You can't like Teofimo and like Shakur and like Ryan and like Devin and like Rolly and like Tank. You can't do that. So by definition, I'm not supposed to like Devin Haney, right? I'm not supposed to like Shakur, right? I'm not supposed to like Teofimo, right? Because I like Gervonta Tank Davis. I think he beats them all. But I'm an actual fair boxing fan. I live this life. I like boxing. So I like them all, but I like Tank more, and I think he beats them all. However, but the main point is this. I bet my money on Ryan Garcia to beat Devin Haney. Not because I knew that he was going to be on PEDs, but because I actually honestly thought Ryan Garcia could beat him. But now that he cheated, I don't want to hear shit from you telling me, oh, you're hating on Ryan Garcia. No, bitch, I'm just telling the truth. The man cheated. Why the heck do you feel like you got to protect your baby daddy? You want to Ryan Garcia's hose? You want to Ryan Garcia's hose? Why you go so hard for a guy that cheated, bro? He cheated. There's nothing to debate. Not only did he test positive for one test, he tested positive for the B sample as well. Not only did he do that, he actually lied about it as well. He blamed it on the ashwagandha. Then he blamed it on the NutriBio. Then he blamed it on the other substance. Then he blamed it on his trainer Scooter. Then he blamed it on Devin Haney's brother's dreams. Lie, 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 lie. And then he had all of these stories, plethora amount of stories. He didn't take one story to court. Canelo had one story. He blamed it on the cows. He took that same cow story to court. And they found him innocent of intentional ingestion. Alicia Bumgarner had one story. But you see what happens when you have one story? It's usually because you're telling the truth. When you have multiple stories, it's usually because you're lying. That's just the cold-hearted truth. And but anyway, I bet money on Ryan Garcia, so you can't call me a hater. You can say it if you want to, but I don't pay attention. I just laugh it off because it just shows how emotional you are. Indeed, not you specifically. I'm saying you in general. I'm speaking in generalities here. So like I said, I bet money on Ryan Garcia because I thought Ryan Garcia could beat Devin Haney, but I'm not idiotic imbecile that thinks that PEDs don't matter. So let's go to the snack fighters, right? Anyway, snack fighters, sponsored athletes. Oh, so if Victor Conte, if everybody associated and affiliated with Victor Conte is a cheater, that means Mikey Garcia is a cheater, right? One of my favorite fighters of all time, Mikey Garcia, the brother of the trainer of the year, Robert Garcia. He's a cheater because he's a snack sponsored athlete, right? Because that says boxer, that says Mikey Garcia. So he cheated Errol Spence, right? Even though Errol Spence beat him, he was cheating, right? Let's keep the same energy. So when he fought Sandor Martin, he was cheating, right? Oh, okay. You don't want to apply the same logic that you're applying to Devin Haney because Devin Haney is a sponsored athlete by Victor Conte and Snack. You don't want to say that Mikey Garcia is in that boat, huh? So Clarissa Shields is a 2-time Olympian, 4-time undisputed. She's a cheater too, right? So is Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade, right? So is Caleb Sweet Hands Plant, right? They're cheaters, right? Oh, okay. Oh, so is Terrence Bud Crawford, right? He's a cheater too, right? So is Danny Miracle Man Jacobs, right? So is Sean Porter, right? So is Andre Berto, right? So is Willie Monroe Jr. So is Josecito Lopez, right? Macho Rosen, man. Vanessa Macho Rosen, he's a cheater too. J-Rock Julian Williams, a cheater too. Ivan Redkach, a cheater too. Oh, okay. Let's keep the same energy, right? Mario Barrios is a cheater too, right? Everybody that wears snack paraphernalia or snack apparel, they're a cheater, right? Fucking dumbass. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it, bro. So unless you're saying they all cheated, I don't want to hear about Devin Haney. Unless Devin Haney actually pops dirty, like some other fighters did. You know what I'm saying? That's called coping, man. Stop coping. Call it what it is. Hey, shout out to Omari, man. Young Bull Omari said, yeah, they all cheated. Facts. They all cheated, man. They all cheated, man. Willie Monroe Jr. So did Julio Cesar Martinez. So did Dennis McCann. So did so many other fighters. Does that mean that every Golden Boy fighter is do we say Oscar Duarte is a cheater because he's on the same company, he's with the same promotional company as what's my guy's name? As Ryan Garcia? Does that mean that Zerto Ramirez is a cheater too? Does that mean Floyd Kiddos Schofield's a cheater too? Does that mean Gabriela Fedora is a cheater too? I mean, are we going to apply the same association and affiliation to everybody, or are we just going to be very specific to one certain people? I don't care if 5 of those people cheated. They all didn't cheat because they all didn't pop dirty. I don't mind calling a guy a cheater if he pops dirty. Why do you? Not you, B-Dog. I'm saying, like I said, once again, I'm not speaking to you individually. I'm just saying, there's been plenty of people that pop dirty that come from the same gym, from the same promotional company, from the same trainer. Do we say that all of them by default are also cheaters? We don't say that. Do we say do we say Dimitri Bivol's a cheater because he's promoted by Matchroom just like Conor Benn? I've never heard that in my life. It's so funny how we conveniently make these associations to justify our stance, no matter how weak the foundation is. So yeah, let's do it. I mean, I'm down. I'm down. Yeah, Devin Haney's a cheater because he's on Snack. It shows Willie Monroe Jr. because he popped dirty. Even though Devin Haney didn't pop dirty, Clarissa Shields a cheater too. Yeah, I'm cool. Caleb Sweethand Plants, he's a cheater too because they're affiliated somehow, some way. You can make a linkage between him and Willie Monroe Jr. Let's do it. So that means Robert Garcia is a cheater because he trained some people that are with Golden Boy, and Ryan Garcia is with Golden Boy. Well, Jose Carlos Ramirez is a cheater too, even though he's a former Olympian and decorated champion. He's a cheater too because he's somehow linked up with Ryan Garcia. Errol Spence is a cheater too because Ryan Garcia is with Derek James. Derek James was with Errol Spence, and Jamal Charles was with Errol Spence. So they're cheaters too because they're also with Alicia Bumgarner, right? So let's keep this going. Guilty by association. Let's keep doing it. We can do it all day. That's how ridiculous people sound, bro. That's how ridiculous people sound, bro. We could make affiliations all day. Yeah, they all took the cream in the clear. Yeah, exactly. We could make affiliations all day, bro. We could literally do it all day. Just don't do it conveniently though. Do it with everybody. Let's not just do it with some people. Let's do it with everybody. The Ducati Shady. Did y'all see did y'all see his Say Cheese interview? I didn't see it. Doc tested positive also. Yeah, facts. I test positive too. You know what I'm saying? Oh, 420. Oh, no. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I don't smoke, man. I don't drink. I don't smoke, man. You know what I'm talking about? I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I need to, though. Calm my nerves. You know, shout out to my guy, Oscar Perez, dropping that bread, that cheese, that butter. Who said this clown shit? He said, it seems you have to look at square up sell sheet. Okay, bet. Let's see. I don't see it, bro. I don't see it, Oscar. That's cap. Let's see what you talk about, Oscar. I see one for Thursday at 7 p.m. tonight. I see one Clone versus Kendrick. I don't see Oscar versus I have you down, Oscar, but no one jumped on. You know what I'm saying? I definitely have you on there for sure. I'm talking about we need to schedule it. You can't fight yourself. You can't fight ghosts. I definitely have you on there, but that was for a while ago. That wasn't for today. Clone and Kendrick was for today. I didn't put the date by you though in your defense, so I don't mind doing it. Like I love doing it. You know, I enjoy it, man. But we got to make sure that we're actually, you know what I'm saying, locking in. We ain't gonna do it randomly, man. We got to respect each other's time. You know what I'm saying? He said, yeah, but Clone backed out. Yeah, exactly. Clone backed out. Exactly. Shout out to my guy Kendrick in the building. He said, I don't trust content. I'm not mad at that, B-Dog. I'm not saying, that's the thing. I'm not saying to trust him. You may not trust Eddie Reynoso, but that doesn't mean that every Eddie Reynoso fighter is a cheater because they're affiliated with Eddie Reynoso. That's unfair is what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is that we cannot, I mean, you can do whatever you want. Now I'm talking to you, B-Dog. We could all do whatever we want, but I think that's disingenuous to say, oh, this guy's affiliated with this guy and this guy was cheating. So that means by default, he's a cheater too. No, you're not guilty by association for PEDs, bro. Because if that's the case, we could go all day and there'll be no clean athletes because everybody, whether you're talking about Robert Garcia had a guy that popped dirty too. Does that mean Bam Rodriguez is on PEDs because he's training with Robert Garcia? Does that mean that everybody that's affiliated with if we're going to keep the same energy, so if everybody that's affiliated with Snack because Willie Monroe Jr. or whoever else popped dirty, that means that everybody on that roster or as a sponsored athlete is popped dirty too? That's unfair, bro. Right? I mean, I think so, right? So Conor Benn, because he fights out everybody from Conor Benn's gym is a cheater too. Everybody that's promoted by Matchroom and Eddie Hearn because Conor Benn cheated, that means that Dimitri Bivol is a cheater too. Does that mean that Jerome Boots Ennis is a cheater too? Come on, dog. Mario Barrios is with Snacks, so that means everybody on PBC. Caleb Plant and Mario Barrios are with PBC, and they're also with Snacks. So does that mean by default everybody on PBC is a cheater too? Come on now, what are we doing, bro? Come on, dog. We got to stop it, man. Artur Beterbiev just had an AAF, which is an adverse analytical finding, right? And he's with Top Rank. Does that mean Keyshawn Davis should be under suspicion for potentially cheating too because he's on Top Rank? Come on, dog. You know better than that. We shouldn't compare Eddie Reynoso to Victor going off of Victor past indiscretions. We could compare everybody to anybody. What are you talking about? Well, why not? That's the shot to dry turkey, but that's the stupidest assumption. That's one of the silliest statements you can make. No one said that Eddie Reynoso is the same as Victor Conti. The whole point is that he had transgressions as well. My point is that Eddie Reynoso had fighters that popped dirty, just like Derek James had fighters that popped dirty, just like Oscar De La Hoya had fighters that popped dirty, just like Eddie Hearn had fighters that popped dirty, just like Bob Arum had fighters that popped dirty. What are you talking about? No one said that they're the same person. No one said they have to do the same thing. Do you have to do the same crime to be a criminal? I mean, I'm just asking. Let's play this game, bro. I could play this game all day. I could play this stinking game all day. I could play with your stinking ass all day. Do you have to do the same crime to be a criminal? Do you? If the answer is no, then I don't even know what you're trying to say. What you just tried to say didn't make sense. But yeah, anyway, if he wants to give the fade, I'll give it to him. All right, bet. Let's do it. Cheaters cheat themselves. Let's real and cheaters run wild. Let the real and cheaters run wild through the sport. The real will be separated when it's time to fight and clash. Just like harvested weeds and crops separate the harvest. Talk to him. He said Devin can't even go to his own events. Biggest cloud on the face of earth. Hey man, get off of Devin, man. Hey, but I'm excited for this event though, man. I'm excited for this. But everybody, hey, you can have your own opinion, man. I just like talking about it, man, because I think it's so easy to find people's inconsistencies when they make blanketed statements like that. I mean, that's the whole point of blanketed statements, right? It's so easy to light that blanket on fire because people they only make blanketed statements when it's convenient for them. You know what I'm saying? You could meet 1,000 sweet pit bulls. You could walk around 1,000 sweet pit bulls that never even looked at you, snarled at you, or even barked at you or showed your teeth. But that one time you meet one bad pit bull, all of a sudden pit bulls are bad. Because people like to make stupid ass blanketed statements. You could be attacked by 30 chihuahuas. 30 chihuahuas could have been mean barking at you because you don't fear them. It's okay. But you could walk by 1,000,000 pit bulls, bro. But the one time you walk by one pit bull, all of a sudden there's a stigma on all pit bulls. Because it's convenient, because you don't like pit bulls. It's easier to say that pit bulls are vicious than to just say you a punk pussy ass bitch that's scared of dogs. No disrespect to anybody scared of dogs. I'm just saying, you know, some people have unhealthy fears of things, you know what I'm saying, or unhealthy dislikes of things. And so they try to justify their feelings. Don't justify your feelings. Say you just don't like Victor Conte. Say you just don't like Devin Haney. You don't have to say that, oh, I don't like them because I think that they're cheating. I think that Devin Haney cheated because Victor Conte cheated in the past. Well, okay, well, there's a lot of people that cheated in the past or have some violations in the past that we let them off of. You know, it's so funny. Like I said, I just talked about Jarrell Big Baby Miller called him a cheater. No one said anything. No one. There was no uproar. No one came and defended. But as soon as I call Ryan Garcia a cheater, now you in your feelings. I literally just I mentioned Jarrell Big Baby Miller and his shoulder injury, and I made a joke about it and say he's on PEDs. And I even played this. This clip right here.
We do not let people who are on the juice discuss real athletes. That's all.
Did anybody object, Ty? Did anybody object, B-Dog? Did anybody object, Omari? Did anybody object, Isaiah? So when I called Jarrell Big Baby Miller a cheater, it just flowed off your shoulder in one ear, right out the other. Did anybody object when I called Big Baby Miller a PED user? Kendrick, did you see anybody? Did anybody type in the chat say, "Oh no, Doc, you're wrong. You shouldn't call him a PED user. That's in his past." Oh well, he had this person and this person that also popped dirty. No one defended him or got offended by my statement. Oh, but if I mention Ryan Garcia, now all of a sudden you get to coping. That's what I be talking about right there. I proved it in this show. You call Ryan Garcia a cheater, oh man, it's sacrilegious. you damn near anti-Semitic if you call Ryan Garcia a cheater. But it's cool if you call Conor Benn a cheater. It's cool if Conor Benn gets slapped with an egg. It's cool if they talk about that during the build-up. Oh, but if you talk about Ryan Garcia cheating, it's cool to talk about Alicia Bumgarner cheating. Go look at her Twitter. Every single time she makes a post, somebody mentions her cheating. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool to say Dennis McCann cheated and got his fight canceled against Peter McGrail. That's cool. It's cool. Right? It's cool to mention that Canelo had tainted steaks from the vacas in Mexico. You know what I'm saying? The cows of Mexico gave him clenbuterol. It's cool to say that. Oh, but if you say it about Ryan Garcia, people get mad. Get out your freaking feelings, man. Get out your feelings, man. I ain't see one person object. I missed the part. I missed that part. Big Baby is a repeat offender, so it's harder to sympathize. No. Because Oscar Duarte alleged that Ryan Garcia during his fight also cheated then too. Now, that's an allegation. It's an allegation now. However, do you think it's a coincidence that the fight before he had an allegation and then the very next fight he actually tested positive? I don't think that's a coincidence. People are more confident. People are more comfortable putting their confidence that Devin Haney's little brother set him up with a dream than to look at the facts that Oscar Duarte made that allegation the fight before. And the fight before that with Gervonta Tank Davis, what did he tell him? B-Dog, you like Tank. What did Tank tell Ryan Garcia? He said, Ryan Garcia, you better not be on that shit. Am I lying? So that's 3 times. 1, 2, 3 times a lady. Gervonta Tank Davis said, you better not be on that stuff, my brother, when we fight. Oscar Duarte said, you was on that stuff, my brother, when we fought. And then he actually tested positive for the fight with him and Devin Haney. Oh, man, but it's a conspiracy theory. Yeah, I mean, people just sound like Ryan. Hey, shout out to Ryan Garcia, man. He got hoes in different area codes, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm snitching on Omari Thomas. He's skipping. Hey, you better not be skipping school, Omari. I'll kick you out, bro. Hey, man, go to class, man. Stop playing. I don't play that. I appreciate you being here. I love you being here. I love your presence, and your absence is always felt. Do not skip school, man. You need school, bro. That's not snitching either. That's trying to help you out. That's not snitching. So okay, you might be snitching a little bit. You might be snitching a little bit.
All right, I'm putting cases on all you bitches.
Nah, you can't snitch on the child. You can't snitch on the child. You can only help a child get better. That ain't snitching, man. Take your little behind the school, man. I'm gonna toss you out for real. You could not be in class, but you ain't gonna be in here. Let's get to the real point. People wanted Haney to lose, and they became defensive because they have cognitive dissonance. Right, exactly. Due to the fact that Ryan cheated. Exactly. Cognitive dissonance. Facts. So they have to keep trying to make excuses. Exactly, Kendrick. Exactly. And that's what I keep telling people, bro. If no one was more, there's very few people that were more invested in Ryan Garcia winning. There's very few people that were more invested in Ryan Garcia winning than me. I should be the one that's like these people blaming everything. I put my money on Ryan Garcia to win in the first fight. So I should be the one that's making up excuses. But I'm not, because I don't, whether it benefits me or it doesn't benefit me, I'm not a child, bro. I don't gangbang against the truth. I'm joking. You don't got school on a Thursday? You ain't got school on a Thursday? Well, what holiday are you observing, my brother? Aliens came down to planet Earth and gave Ryan some history. That's why he popped there. Bro, Isaiah, people will believe that. They will believe of some extraterrestrial intervention before they believe that Ryan Garcia just took PEDs. Bro, it's crazy, bro. I can't make that up. But anyway, man, let's move on. Let's move forward. We could revisit this. We could double back and revisit this, man. I wanted to talk about the main point, man. Devin Haney. Let's go to Devin Haney, man. Exactly, B-Dog. And that's all the more reason why you mad now, because you picked Devin Haney. And you probably don't like Devin Haney, but you knew that Devin Haney was good. But now that Devin Haney lost to Ryan Garcia, now you can jump back on your horse and be like, oh, yeah, Devin Haney's trash. I knew I shouldn't have picked Devin Haney because Devin Haney's trash, just like I thought. But the fact of the matter remains is that Ryan Garcia has never been a champion. Ryan Garcia never won a significant fight. Ryan Garcia got stopped in this fight against Gervonta Tank Davis. And his best performance against Devin Haney is directly tied to performance-enhancing drugs. That's the truth. And exactly what Kendrick just said. Exactly. It's not just, like I said, B-Dog is he's one of the most, me and him be here. But, you know what I'm saying? On this case, respectfully, my brother, I think that you are being a little harsh. Not just you, though. A lot of people, I say more so a lot of people than you. You know, you just here, we you know what I'm saying? We here to talk about it. We have the conversation, so, but always enough respect to you. But I think that people are willing to be a little harsh because outcome that they enjoyed thoroughly, no matter how illegal that outcome came about. That's what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people are like, oh yeah, man, I knew Ryan Garcia was going to beat Devin. I knew Devin Haney was trash. Did you know he was trash when he beat Lomachenko? Did you know he was trash when he became the youngest undisputed champion in the 4-belt era on the male side? Because Gabriela Fedora is the youngest undisputed champion, period. You know what I'm saying? For males and females. One time for the ladies. What the heck just happened to my... Oh, someone tried to shut the stream down. Who tried to shut the stream down? I'm sorry about the PEDs. Okay, you right, Ryan. Ryan is innocent. They tried to shut my stream down, chat. There we go. One time for the ladies. Shout out to Gabriela Fedora. Shout out to Gabriela Fedora, man. But yeah, so Ryan Garcia... Devin Haney is still an accomplished fighter. I thought Ryan Garcia would win because stylistically, I thought Ryan Garcia matched up very well against Devin Haney. That's how I look at boxing, man. I look at boxing as matchups and styles. And you know, there's a saying, styles make fights, you know? But if somebody loses to somebody that's even a challenge stylistically, people will so willingly and urgently say that they're trash. Even with Gervonta Tank Davis and Lamont Roach, I think that was a stylistic matchup. I don't think that Tank is suddenly trash because he struggled with Lamont Roach. I think that you could be great and still struggle with somebody that's good. That doesn't mean that you're not great. It just means that there's different styles that could take advantage of your vulnerabilities or exploit your shortcomings more than others. That's all. That's it. That's it. Loma was robbed. Okay, why didn't Loma have the rematch? So if you're robbed, then you should have a rematch, right? I mean, Oshaki Foster got robbed by Hobson Kasesa, right? He wanted the rematch. Right? Loma appealed it, by the way. Lomachenko appealed the decision against Devin Haney. But Loma didn't want the rematch. Sounds like somebody ain't too confident. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, but 18-3 gets you in the Hall of Fame though. But yeah, but you know what's crazy? The fact of the matter is, you know, the irony in that is though, Dry Turkey, I agree with you. I thought Loma won the fight, but I don't think it was a robbery. I disagree with the robbery. I thought Loma won 7 rounds to 5. That's on my scorecard. I had Lomachenko winning 115-113. However, I vehemently disagree with this notion that it was a robbery. It's not a robbery either way. It was a fight that could have went either way. I had like 3 or 4 swing rounds in that fight, and I had it 7 rounds to 5, meaning if I give all those rounds to Devin Haney, then he wins easily. If I give all those rounds to Lomachenko, then he wins even more convincingly. You see what I'm saying? But if my memory serves me correctly, I watched the fight multiple times. I always had swing rounds, and I think I split the swing rounds 2-2. So I had Lomachenko winning, but it wasn't a robbery. There's no way that if Lomachenko wins, they're not robbing Devin Haney. If Devin Haney won, like reality is, he won, they didn't rob Lomachenko. Some fights are close and they could go either way. It matters on your preference. That's another term that robbery is another term that's used too frivolously and willy-nilly. You know, there was no way that was a robbery. Either way. Shout out to my guy, Big Dog Willie, dropping that bread, that cheese, that butter. So I mean, there it is right there. You've been wanting Devin Haney to lose since he robbed Loma. Bro, you just gotta let people talk or type in this regard. You know, type in this instance. You gotta let people talk, man. They'll expose themselves, man. This man been wanting Loma to lose since this man been wanting Devin to lose since Loma. It's okay, bro. Now you got what you want, so you want to stick with it. Okay, that's cool. I get it, bro. But you can't change reality, man. You ain't got the time stone, nor do you have the reality stone. You ain't got that green thing or the red thing. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? You ain't got it, bro. You can't go back in time and you can't change the reality, bro. The reality is when you go back in time, Ryan Garcia cheated Devin Haney. It is what it is. Shout out to my guy, Big Dog Willie. He said, F up. That people hate Devin that much. Crazy work. He said, F'd up. It's F'd up that people hate Devin that much. It's crazy work. Yeah, bro. I don't understand it. Bro, if Devin Haney cheated Ryan Garcia, I would keep the same exact energy. And that's why people rock with the channel, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm very thorough and consistent, man. I might be many things, but inconsistent is not one of them. I'm very consistent, man. I keep the same energy. I love Gervonta Tank Davis as a fighter. I love Canelo as a fighter. I would never say Canelo didn't have clenbuterol in the system, and I would never say that Gervonta Tank Davis didn't get away with the knee. Points should have been deducted for the knee because that's a knockdown. When you take a knee willingly or unwillingly, it's a knockdown. Should have lost his points. Let's be fair to the fighters. Let's normalize that. Let's normalize getting out of our feelings and calling a fight how we see it. Let's normalize objectivity. Let's normalize that. Don't matter if it's your fighter or not your fighter. But what I won't say about Canelo is that what I won't omit or dismiss is the fact that he went to court and he proved that it was accidental. Contamination does happen, but you have to prove it. You can't just say it and we just take your word for gold. You got to go prove it. That's what Canelo did. So I would never leave that part out. So shout out to my boy Cinnamon proving his innocence. And then when it comes to Gervonta Tank Davis, I also will not subscribe to the notion that, oh, Lamont Roach would have won if those points would have been deducted. No, there's no telling how Gervonta Tank Davis would have reacted. Maybe he would have responded, and if he would have lost those points and it counted as a knockdown, maybe he would have came out with more fervor and knocked Lamont Roach flat on his back. Knocked him cold, because he would have fought with a sense of urgency. Or, the flip side, maybe he would have fought with urgency and too much urgency, and he would have fought with reckless abandon, and he would have been overzealous and overreached or overcommitted, and Lamont Roach could have knocked him out. Well, I don't get why people act like they have a script. So if you have a script, then tell me the results of all these fights that are up and coming. So if you don't have a script, I'm going to need you to quiet down. Pipe it down. Pipe down, not pipe it down. Pause. Yeah, that's a pause.
No, did it?
There's no telling how these fights would have went. You know what I'm saying? So, but I can unequivocally say that Lamont Roach was cheated. Not cheated, but he was gypped because Steve Willis missed a call. He was robbed out of his moment and robbed out of a knockdown that was in his favor. That there's no controversy with that. But I do think that you can't just simply say, oh yeah, this result would have happened if this would have happened. You don't know that. I mean, I know y'all seen the movie Butterfly Effect. If you haven't, go check it out with Ashton Kutcher, man. If you change one thing, that doesn't mean that you know the outcome of something else. You know what I'm saying? I might take this water and go back in time and the butterfly effect and turn it to juice. Now you never know, man. I might lose my gosh dang house. Now my whole reality's messed up. You know what I'm saying? You switch one thing in a timeline, it might have a ripple effect. You know what I'm saying? You might go back in time and make yourself not speed and get a ticket. Then if you're not speeding, maybe you get to that destination a little late, and maybe you missed the woman of your dreams, and now you're not married. Now you single in your new reality. Now you didn't meet your boo thing, and now she over there gosh dang cuddled up with me. Ain't that a bitch? You see what I'm saying? You can't just change one thing and assume that you know how everything else is gonna go. That's not life, bro. You seen the multiverse? You seen what they went through in the MCU? They changed one thing, gosh dang, everything changed. Thanos, there was 3 Thanoses. Thanos had twins in the other universe. You know what I'm talking about? You can't just change one thing and think you're gonna know the outcome, bro. But anyway, I mean, hey, do your thing though. But let's move on, man. Hey, let's move on, man. So I watched the interview. Don't forget to smack that like button, by the way, man. Smack that like button like Teofimo Slap Barbosa. Smack that like button like Caleb Plant. Smack Jamal Charlo. Smack that like button. And if you haven't smacked that like button yet, smack yourself and then smack the like button. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it going and keep it growing. You know what I'm talking about? Yes, sir. Let's keep it going, man. He said, Dry Turkey said, I will always respect John Ruiz for not taking it to court. Who cares about your respect? It's a business. No one cares about your respect. And no one cares about mine either. You know what I'm saying? Fighters do what's best for them. Devin Haney is not the first and only person to go to court, or not, John Ruiz is not the first person not to go to court. And a lot of times people don't go to court, not because they're gangster or whatever thing that you're conjuring up in your head. A lot of times they don't have the resources to go to court because it takes money to go to court. So when people try to make it seem like, oh, this person's gangster for not going to court, no, they probably don't have the resources to go to court. So no one cares about respect, man. It's business. You know what I'm saying? So you can either be smart in business or you can be dumb in business. They don't care about your respect. That's a problem with people. They try to conflate things. They try to conflate interactions in their neighborhood or their suburban life or their rural life or their urban life, and they try to equate it or superimpose it on business. You don't ever get mad for Frank Warren do you ever say, oh, I respect Frank Warren for not going to court? I respect Ryan Garcia for not going to court. Isn't Ryan Garcia involved in lawsuits right now as we speak? The fact that he was dressed in a suit, he looked like he was just coming from court. He probably was. Jake Paul's in a lawsuit with Eddie Hearn. Do you say, oh, did he lose your respect? Did Eddie Hearn lose your respect when he just sued Jake Paul or anybody else? When Miguel Cotto refused to fight Margarito immediately for the rematch, did he lose your respect? Who cares? Nobody cares, bro. Nobody cares, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Get your money, man. You know what I'm saying? Get your money, man. By any means possible. You know, Devin Haney, check that chin and check them pockets. Hell you talking about? Hell you talking about? It's crazy. Oscar De La Hoya got paid for the Ryan Garcia situation. You know what I'm saying? Why do you think Ryan Garcia couldn't fight that guy in Japan for that exhibition? Because Oscar De La Hoya threatened to take him to court. Did you lose respect for the Golden Boy? What are we talking about, bro? Man, get out of here, man. Shout out to Dry Turkey, though. That turkey gonna stay dry. You know what I'm talking about? You keep up with that attitude. That turkey gonna stay dry, boy. Oscar Sue PPC. Did we lose respect? You feel me, Candy Slim? What are we talking about, bro? What are we talking about? Shout out to my guy, Candy Slim 501. You know what I'm talking about? That boy Oscar De La Hoya in the courtroom with a thong on right now. He got on Oscar De La fishnets right now. He got utensils in his behind right now. Did you lose respect? He taking a golden shower right now. Did you lose respect? He on that booger sugar right now. Did you lose respect? Shout out to my guy Oscar De La Hoya, man. You know what I'm talking about? That's my guy right there.
You dumbass.
Yes, sir. Oh man. Yes, sir. So what? That's the thing. You know, I like this interaction we're having with Dry Turkey, man. I love it. Hey, shout out to Dry Turkey. He said Oscar De La Hoya fought a juiced up Fernando Vargas and beat the brakes off him. So Kell Brook beat a juiced up Amir Khan. So there's PED users that lose, there's PED users that win. So didn't you bring up was it maybe it wasn't you, Dry Turkey? There's a lot of people in the chat. Didn't you bring up Alicia Bumgarner as far as being PEDs and some other PED users? Maybe it wasn't you. Maybe it was somebody else. But they didn't even fight with their PEDs, so why are we still holding on to that? PEDs does not mean that you're gonna win. That's why. Hold on, bro. Let me give this analogy again. And this is one of the last times I'm doing it. When you're in school and you cheat on a test, do you get a 0 because you passed? Do you get a 0 because you failed, or do you get a 0 because you cheated? So like this, those like, bro, I'm telling you, bro. I don't know. God is good, man. I'm gonna just say God is good, because I feel like it's so easy to find holes in some of your some people's thought processes and their conclusions that they make. Cheating doesn't mean you're gonna win, bro. When you cheat, it does not equate to a win. When your performance is enhanced, it doesn't mean that you're gonna have an automatic win. It doesn't make you invincible. So just because Ryan Garcia cheated against Devin Haney and it looked like it was favorable, doesn't mean that he wasn't cheating against Gervonta Tank Davis because he got knocked smooth out. You could cheat and lose. You could cheat and fail. What are we talking about? Did Lance Armstrong win every race? Oh, but you think that he was only cheating in the ones he won? What are we talking about, bro? If you get caught cheating, that's it. It doesn't matter if you succeed, you pass, you fail, you lose, you win, you cheated. Cheating is not predicated on the result. Cheating is predicated on the action of cheating. What are we talking about? Like, hey, man, y'all are fun. Some of y'all are funny, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Y'all make it too easy, man. Y'all make it too easy, man. Shout out to the education, man. Shout out to the education system, man. You know what I'm talking about? Some of y'all make it too easy, bro. I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Your performance, it's called PEDs. It's not called, was it, automatic win drugs. It's not called AWDs. They're called PEDs. It's performance enhancing drugs, meaning your performance, whether you win or lose, was enhanced by the drug that you took. It's not called automatic win drugs. It doesn't make you invincible. It's not, oh, if you take this, it's an automatic win. Even Captain America, when he took the super soldier serum, did he automatically beat Thanos? Does that mean he wasn't a super soldier because he lost? Even when you talk about fiction, bro, we can take it to fiction. Is the Hulk no longer the Hulk because he got beat up by Thanos? Is he weak because he got beat up by Thanos, or did he just fight somebody that it didn't matter? He could have been on gamma rays, beta rays, your mama rays, all types of rays. He still would have got whooped. What does that mean? So Captain America, he's not on the super soldier serum because he lost, but he's on it when he won? Come on, bro. That's some of the dumbest shit up. What are we talking about, bro? What are we doing, man? So apparently, according to Dry Turkey, you're only on PEDs if you win. Okay. So Justin Gatlin, he wasn't on PEDs unless he won the race. So if he lost to Usain Bolt, if he lost to what's the other guy? Tyson. What's my guy's name, man? I can't think of his name right now. You know I'm talking about, the track star Tyson. Dang, what's his name, bro? Anyway, let's use somebody else because I can't think of his name. I can see his face. Tyson Gray? No. Anyway, let's use Michael Johnson. So if Michael Johnson has a little shaky business too, but let's say you're only on PEDs if you win. So if Justin Gatlin races against Usain Bolt, Justin Gatlin, who popped dirty, when he races against Usain Bolt and he lost, he wasn't cheating then because he didn't win. That's fucking stupid. I'm not gonna lie. That's the dumbest shit I ever heard. But let's keep it going, man. He said, "Come on, Doc, don't do that. Captain America was on PEDs, not Tyson Gay." Thank you, Kendrick. So when Tyson Gay, if Tyson Gay and Justin Gatlin raced, if Tyson Gay won, that means that a shout out to Reb. Thank you, Reb. Thank you, Kendrick. So if Tyson Gay raced Justin Gatlin and Usain Bolt, and Justin Gatlin didn't win, that means he wasn't cheating because he didn't win. No, I just think that his performance was better, win or lose, because he was cheating. That's what performance enhancing drugs means. The acronym is not AWDs. It's not automatic win drugs. It's performance enhancing drugs. So I don't know what that means. Cheating doesn't mean that you automatically pass or succeed. I don't know what kind of world you live in. There's a lot of dummies that cheat on tests and still fail. That's just facts. But anyway, there's some people that cheat and win and succeed and pass, but there's a lot of people that cheat and still fail. I don't know what you're talking about. That was crazy though. But shout out to Sugar Shane, man. Let's switch it up, man. Shout out to Sugar Shane Mosley, man. So Sugar Shane Mosley, I watched the interview with him, man, and he predicted. Shout out to Kendrick and Reb and everybody else that got me with the Tyson Gay. That's it. I said Tyson Gary. That's crazy. I was close, so I got the TG part, got the initials right. But so Sugar Shane Mosley, man, Sugar Shane Mosley, he came out with an interview. I believe it was compliments of Fight Hub. Or Fight Hype. I don't know, one of the two. But he said that he predicts a 6 to 7 round KO by Devin Haney. And I just went to thinking, if somehow, some way Devin Haney has power now, Ty, if somehow, some way Devin Haney knocks out Jose Carlos Ramirez, oh my gosh. If you don't think that Devin Haney's going to be on every single PED list.
We do not let people who are on the juice discuss real athletes. That's all.
Bro, they're going to say this man is the biggest cheater. Can you imagine if he knocks out? First of all, Jose Carlos Ramirez has 2 losses, right? His most recent to Arnold Barbosa, and he lost to Josh Taylor when Josh Taylor was good, right? He has no knockout losses. He's never been stopped. If Devin Haney stops Jose Carlos Ramirez, especially having the stigma of being pillow-fisted, especially with working with the clear cheater. You can see what I did there, clear cheater, like obvious cheater, but also on the clear. You see what I did there? The clear cheater and Sugar Shane Mosley. Oh my gosh. The allegations are going to go crazy. And it's so funny that in this world that we live in, allegations are stronger than facts. Allegations mean more than facts. Allegations mean more than proof. Allegations mean more than documentation. They are going to act like Devin Haney cheated, bro, if he stops Jose Carlos Ramirez. Shout out to Jose Carlos Ramirez. I don't think he's going to get stopped. I think he's a great fighter, man. Former Olympian, former champion, dope fighter. I think this is a great matchup. I think Devin Haney's going to win, but I think it's tough, man. But if Devin Haney has power now, like Sugar Shane Mosley is saying, but if you listen to what Sugar Shane Mosley said, Shane gave him the, you know that's what they're going to say, Kendrick. He gave him the juice, the gosh dang tablets, the gosh dang IVs. He gave him everything. He drenched him in it. Pause. That sounded crazy. Drenched him in it is wild.
What do you mean by that?
But yeah. He hollered at Ryan Garcia, Victor Conte, Jarrell Big Baby Miller, Conor Ben, Alicia Bumgarner, Canelo. He went and got the cows, the eggs, and everything else. The ashwagandha, everything. They gonna blame him for everything. He hollered at Juan Manuel Marquez. Shout out to Juan Manuel Marquez. He hollered at Pacquiao. Anybody else, anybody that's been confirmed or it's been alleged that they were on PEDs, Devin Haney had to holler at him. Because, boy, if he stops Jose Carlos Ramirez, bro, I'm not going to lie. I'm a little scared, man. I'm a little scared. Shout out to my guy, Dry Turkey. Love the boxing. Hey, man, shout out to you. Yes, sir. I love it, bro. I love it, bro. I appreciate you coming through. Shout out to you, man. Big love in the super chat, man. Dropping that bread, that cheese, that butter.
These biscuits.
I love the fact that you love the debate and you don't get sensitive, because I know sometimes I get passionate. I might throw out a couple bitches and motherfuckers. That's just where I'm from, you know. Not to blame it. I should be better, but it's just I just get to talk and I get a little passionate, speak with conviction. But it's all love, brother. You know, I respect your opinion. I might wholeheartedly, vehemently, adamantly disagree, but I love it. We don't have to be in concurrence around here. You could think Ryan Garcia is the cleanest boxer. You could think Ryan Garcia is the dirtiest boxer. I don't care, you know. I just like to have the conversation, and I'm gonna laugh. We're gonna talk. You gonna laugh. You gonna talk. I might look stupid sometimes. You might look stupid sometimes. I might look smart sometimes. You might look smart sometimes. It's all love, man. It's all about boxing. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to you, Dry Turkey. I appreciate you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate it, bro. Dropping that graffiti on the chat walls. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, but if Sugar Shane somehow, but this is the thing though. I'm gonna let y'all listen to it, and I'm gonna tell you what I think. Shane plus Victor equals KO power. Shout out to Isaiah dropping that bread, that cheese, that butter.
These biscuits.
I'm gonna say it like this though. I'm gonna just bring it up, man. Love the passion, raw and cut. Pause. Yes sir. Nothing scripted. Talk to him. Raw and uncut. Yes sir. No Diddy. That's crazy though.
No Diddy.
You know what I'm saying? You got to give it to him raw. Baby, I like it raw. Rest in peace to Old Dirty Bastard, man. ODB. Ooh, baby, I like it raw. Ooh, baby, I like it raw. But I want y'all to check this out, man. I'm going to go to this. So it was compliments of Fight Hype. It was Fight Hype.
All right, it's Kevin Garcia, a.k.a. the Puerto Rican Kid.
1 minute and 20
You don't know who this
seconds
is.
So Jose.
Yep, Jose, exactly.
You could definitely expect some good snap and good power. But like you said, Devin always had good power. It's just it's the little things that you have to do just to turn over to get the knockout. You know, the little snap at the end of the shot. And I was just kind of showing him that, and where he can feel it. I took him to the process of it, he can feel it, and know the knockout shot when he throws it. So now he knows it, and yeah, it could be very deadly for a lot of people he fights now.
You thinking KO this week?
I believe 6th, 7th round he gets him.
There you go. There you go. Some other.
That boy said he believes the 6th or 7th round, chat. He said he believes he's going to get him out of there in the 6th or 7th. Let me say that again. He believes he's going to get him out of there in the 6th or 7th round.
Bullshit! Bullshit! Bullshit, 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 bullshit.
I know a lot of y'all thinking bullshit right now. I know a lot of y'all thinking BS. I know when you hear Sugar Shane Mosley say that Devin Haney has power and he's going to get Jose Carlos Ramirez out of there. I know y'all thinking,
Shut up, bitch.
I know y'all telling my boy Sugar Shane Mosley, the Hall of Famer, to shut up. And he's just talking trash. I don't think so, bro. I don't think he's going to knock him out. Let's be very clear. I think Devin Haney wins by UD. Excuse me. I don't think he gets a KO. But I also don't think Sugar Shane Mosley's talking trash. I don't think he's talking out the side of his neck, I don't think he's talking out the side of his neck. I don't think he's talking out his behind. I think he's being honest, and that, you know, and you notice that he did not say he's going to become powerful. He said that he's going to turn his shots over. He's missing the technique to deliver the power effectively. And I do believe in that. I don't think that Devin Haney is going to suddenly be a Gervonta Tank Davis with the shots, Deontay Wilder with the shots, Beterbiev with the shots. I don't think he's suddenly going to become a Canelo with the shots. But I do think that what Shane Mosley is saying, that Devin Haney's a big guy. He's a strong guy. He's a young guy, fit guy. He just needs the proper technique to put a little bit more stank on his punches. And if he puts a little bit more stank, a little bit more pepper, a little more spice on his punches, he could get the job done as far as not going to the judges a little more often. I believe that, bro, because if you ever boxed before, like I have, only boxed at the amateur level, you know certain techniques that will deliver more power. What do they say too? When you're punching, you don't have to put all your power and pressure and emphasis on your arm swing. You put it in your hips. You put it in your torso. You get power from your core and your legs. You just got to learn how to translate that power and deliver that power. In fact, they say that when you rotate, get that torque in there, you are delivering your power more effectively. What do people say when they knock people out? They say, hey man, it wasn't the knockout punch that I was trying to throw that got him. It was just the routine punch that I threw that got him. You know, so I do think that Sugar Shane Mosley is teaching them techniques. Do I think that's going to result in a knockout? No. But if it doesn't result in a knockout, I don't think he's a failure. I don't think he failed, and I don't think Sugar Shane Mosley's lying. But I do think you could work on proper techniques to make your power deliverability more potent. Your power deliverability more potent. You know what I'm saying? See what I did there? But yeah, so that's what I think. Do I think he's going to knock him out? Absolutely not. I think Jose Carlos Ramirez is tough, but maybe, you know, Shane was up there like, Jigga Kale's not guilty. Bro, stop it, bro. Stop it, bro. Come on, Ty. Stop it, bro. Shout out to you, bro. Oh, they dancing. Come on, man. Chill out, man. Shout out to my guy Isaiah dropping that bread, that cheese, that butter.
These biscuits and
Yes, sir. Don't forget to smack that like button as well, man. We are building and establishing some things, man. Some boxing things, man. Boxing Talk family, I appreciate y'all being a part of it, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially the members, man. They do a little more, so they got to get a little more love. Shout out to y'all keeping the lights on. Go ahead and smack that like button. Keeps us going and growing. We are a small channel. We trying to get to 3K. You know what I'm saying? We at 2,741 according to the YouTube counter. Sometimes it be on, sometimes it be off, but we around that number, you know. So let's keep going, man. Hit that bell to turn on notifications as well, and consider becoming a member, man. Starting at $3 per month, you get the perks of being of me catching your messages more often. I try to catch everybody's messages. I think I do a damn good job at that, you know, more than most, better than most, especially people my size. But I just love the interactions. Like I said, we don't have to agree, we don't have to disagree. We could be in concurrence, or we could not see anything eye to eye at all. But I like the interaction, man. That's what the channel is built off of, off of the discussion. And you know, when you contribute to the channel, it contributes to building the channel and developing the channel and making it better, man. You know what I'm saying? Making me more dedicated, which I'm already dedicated and motivated, man. We do 2 shows a day, one at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, another at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we drop videos throughout the day, man. So consider becoming a member if you haven't done so already, and make sure you, at the very least, you subscribe to the channel, hit that bell, turn on notifications as well, so you get notified when I go live or drop a YouTube video. You know what I'm saying? And very much so, smack that like button, man. You feel me? Shout out to Isaiah, man. Isaiah said he meant applying the cream a certain way. You see, y'all full of shit, man. Come on, man. He applying the cream, man. First of all, that's a pause. Last time we seen the cream applied, we had Kid Austin in the hospital. You know what I'm saying? So we don't need no more of that cream. You know what I'm saying? Unless you talk about cash rules, everything around me like Wu-Tang. We don't need no cream for no masseuse. We don't need no cream for Sugar Shane Mosley. We don't need no cream, bro. Because last time we got some cream, man, Kid Austin ended up in the hospital in Dubai. Well, we're not Dubai, but you know what I'm saying? Riyadh in Saudi Arabia. You know what I'm talking about? But you get it. Man, we don't need no more cream.
Yeah.
No more cream. That's crazy, bro. Get off my boy Sugar Shane, man. Don't do Sugar Shane like that, man. Come on, man. Don't do Sugar Shane like that, man. Let the man live down his past slights, man. But yeah, so what I think he's saying is that he could develop Devin Haney into be a more dangerous fighter. You know what I'm saying? More, even if it's just from precision, you know, because precision and speed is also power as well, right? You know, so I don't take it as him saying like, oh yeah, I'm going to make Devin Haney something he's not. I just see it as him saying that we're going to work on some things that's going to make him more, I don't know, more dangerous, you know what I'm saying? Make people respect his power a little more, you know? He said the only cream I need is shea butter with some tissues. Hey, you see what I'm talking about, man? Come on, man. Come on, man. Whoa, come on, man.
What?
Come on, man. This man said shea butter with some tissues, bro. Bro, I'm not going. That's a no Diddy for sure. I'm not going. I'm not even going down that path. I'm not going there with you, Isaiah. He said Ramirez is a straightforward fighter. He's going to be moving towards Haney all night. I agree, Nick D, but I also think that I think it's no disrespect to you, but I think it's slightly disrespectful to just equate some of these fighters to just this. Oh, they're just this dimension. They just have this dimension. Like I said, Jose Carlos Ramirez definitely has some wrinkles to his game and some facets to his game. But I agree with you. I think that he's going to be moving towards Haney, and I think Haney is going to outbox him. I do think he has a superior boxing acumen, but that doesn't mean that Jose Carlos Ramirez doesn't have any boxing prowess at all. You know what I'm saying? I just think that Devin Haney is going to outclass him in the aspects that he also does well. It's like when Floyd Mayweather fought Juan Manuel Marquez, right? If you watch boxing, Juan Manuel Marquez is one of my favorite fighters. Floyd Mayweather, in my personal opinion, he's the GOAT, so he's definitely one of my favorite fighters. But when they fought, I thought it was going to be a pretty easy fight for Floyd, but that's no knock on Juan Manuel Marquez. You feel me? It's just that what is Juan Manuel Marquez? If you watch boxing, you know Juan Manuel Marquez, he's primarily a counter puncher. Well, he was sharing the ring that night with a bigger guy that was a better counter puncher in Floyd. So it looked relatively easy, you know, but I didn't think that was any indicator of Juan Manuel Marquez not being a beast of a fighter and not having wrinkles to his game. It's just that the wrinkles and the things that he wanted to do, the techniques that he wants to implement, he couldn't do it as well as Floyd could. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that's the case here. I think that Jose Carlos Ramirez, he does have like a 62% KO ratio, right? I think he's in like the 62 percentile. But he's not really known as a power puncher, right? He's not pillow fisted, but he's not a power puncher. He wants to outbox you, you know. And I think that Arnold Barboza showed us, which was that's one of the ones I got wrong, right? I thought Ramirez was going to beat Barboza, but Barboza, let's face it, he kind of outboxed him. I was surprised. So, and this is no disrespect to Barboza. Barboza's a good fighter, but he's not a world champion yet, right? He's one of the few. Him and Ryan Garcia are the only two that have never been a world champion. But Arnold Barboza, he's been closer because he's been calling out Tio for a long time. But my point is that if a guy who's, even if he has world-class ambitions and abilities, he has not been a world champion yet. Devin Haney has been not only has he been a world champion, he's been an undisputed world champion. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to lean towards that guy to also be able to do the things that Barboza could do and do it better against Jose Carlos Ramirez, you know. So that's why I think he's going to win. But I definitely don't think it's because Ramirez is just one-dimensional. You know, a one-dimensional fighter, to me, is like Aesop Pitbull Cruz. He's one-dimensional. But he does that one dimension very well. You know, I'm trying to think. Who else is one-dimensional? I think Who else? That's I'm talking about like top guys that are one dimensional. I think Super Matias is pretty basic as well, but he's very good, you know. He comes forward, he has power. Oh, C4, we just saw Shavon Clark. He just has, to me, he just has power. He's very basic, or else he would have beat Vidal Riley and the guy he fought before where he suffered his first loss, right? And no disrespect, because there's nothing wrong with being one-dimensional if that one dimension is very good and you are exceptional at that. But if you're not and you're one-dimensional, then it's going to be problematic for you to be successful at the highest level. Shout out to my guy BR. He said all the races DAZN workers over Saudi working the Canelo fight, aka Barack asked Oscar and Ryan the real questions, and that bothered them. They need to get they need their protection to run the narratives. Facts, BR. Shout out to BR. Shout out to my guy Ty. He said, I remember that a lot of boxers thought Devin was talent. He just needed something extra implemented to his style and he'd take off. Talk to him, Ty. Talk to him. Jonathan Ramirez is back in the building. My brother, what's good, bro? He said, did they keep the Ramirez fight at 144 or change to 147? It's 144 to my knowledge, Jonathan. 144. The only 147 fight on the bill is Ryan and Rolly. Ryan and Rolly's 147. Devin Haney and Ramirez is 144, and then Tio and Barbosa, of course, are 140. Shout out to Jonathan Ramirez, man. I never forget, man. I know me and you be going back and forth, but it's love, bro. And I never forget. Remember when you first dropped? I think you only dropped one. Not only appreciate it. I think you dropped one super chat. And what did you say? You said, "Man, I love the channel. You're unbiased. So don't change up now." Because we might disagree. That's what I love. I'm not accusing you, Jonathan Ramirez, but I love when people, there's been plenty of times when people will come to my channel and they'll drop on my videos like, oh man, it's great, man, you're unbiased when I'm speaking on behalf of a fighter they like. But when I speak on behalf of a fighter they don't like, then all of a sudden I'm biased. You know, it's just funny. When you agree with somebody, you're unbiased. When you don't agree, you're biased. So it's funny, man. Shout out to my guy, Jonathan Ramirez, though, man. I appreciate you coming back through. But yeah, man, so I think with Sugar Shane, man, I think Sugar Shane is on to something. Do I think he's going to stop Ramirez again? Like I said, no. But do I think if he does, I ain't going to lie, bro. If he does, bro, people going to go in on Devin Haney about being on PEDs, man. I think it's going to be crazy, man. But yeah, man, I'm going to open up the Discord, man. If anybody wants to join, the Discord is open now. Shout out to my guy, Oscar. Shout out to my guy, Oscar, man. Oscar said he wants to square up with somebody, man. My boy Oscar been asking for a minute now. People been scared. You know what I'm saying? I don't really want Oscar to go against Ty. I'm not going to lie, man, you know. But shout out to Ty, man. Ty and Oscar, bro, they be about that life, man. Y'all can't be ducking the smoke now. Shout out to Kendrick. Kendrick has been about that life recently as well. What's up, man? We got to get this, bro. And I want to show y'all this too, chat. I want to show y'all, but I don't want to show y'all at the same time because I want it to be a surprise. But the way y'all dragging y'all feet, bro, I don't even know, man, you know. But I'm gonna give y'all a little taste. Pause. Yeah, we gonna pause that.
No, Diddy.
We definitely gonna pause that. I'm gonna give y'all a little taste of what's going on. We have some new developments, chat. What y'all think about this, man, for the square up, man? What y'all think about this for the square up, man? Come on now. Come on, man. This is compliments of my guy, Randeezy, man. Let me take off my face so you can see this is all this greatness, man. We got new overlays for the square up, man. Where y'all at? We got new arenas for the square up, man. Y'all don't want to fight, bro. I done built the T-Mobile arena. You know what I'm saying? I done built the stadium in Dubai. You know what I'm talking about? I done rented out the Allegiant Stadium. I done took y'all down to Miami. You done got the Dolphin Stadium, and y'all don't even want to fight, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't even want to schedule no squabble, man. It's crazy, bro. Y'all scared. That's crazy, bro. You know what I'm talking about? That's crazy, bro. We done got the whole new setup, man. Y'all don't even want to rumble. Y'all don't even want to rumble in the jungle, man. It's crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man. I thought y'all was about that life, man. I'm disappointed, man. I'm disappointed, man. Shout out to Oscar. He about that life. Shout out to Ty. He about that life. Shout out to Kendrick. He about that life. And some of y'all looking shaky, baby. Some of y'all looking real shaky, baby. I ain't gonna lie, man. You know what I'm talking about? We even got the new overlays, man. Shout out to my guy, Jonathan Ramirez, man. Shout out to my guy, Jonathan Ramirez, dropping that bread, that cheese, that butter.
These biscuits.
He said, I nominate Isaiah to compete against Oscar. Hey, that's a good squabble right there. That's a good squabble right there. Isaiah ain't ready for that smoke. Shout out to my guy, Jonathan Ramirez. He said, no hard feelings already, man. Shout out to you, man. I appreciate it, bro. He said, I was at Joshua Tree. I think that was a typo. What does that mean, John? Well, if it's not a typo, I'm not sure what you mean. I'm lost. I'm assuming it's probably predictive text, man. I hate predictive text. It be getting me messed up on my phone, too. I be saying stuff I don't want to say. But like, what the heck? Who typed that? I ain't say that. So I'm not sure. Can you type it again? if you don't mind, please. But that's the thing, though, chat. So when we have the square up rules now, when we square up, you got to have your camera on. You see, I got to do overlays, man. The camera is mandatory, obligatory. Everybody needs a camera because I want to put these on YouTube, man. You know what I'm saying? So it just doesn't look as good if you got just a face profile picture. It looks kind of corny. So we want to have a camera on, man. That is mandatory, obligatory for the square up round. Shout out to my guy Ty in the building. Shout out to my guy Oscar in the building. What up, fellas?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. My boy got his intro music, man. Y'all not messing with Ty, man. I'm telling you, man. My boy the champ, man. My boy the champ, man. Y'all gotta tighten up. My boy Oscar, #1 contender though. Let me see the rankings, man. Hold on, let me pull up the rankings, man, cause y'all be bull jiving, man. Let me pull up the rankings.
I'm #1 because everybody ducking, bro.
Yeah, facts. I ain't gonna lie. If you're not #1, you're definitely gonna get boosted. So we definitely gonna
I like Mario Vargas, bro.
I'm telling you.
I'm gonna turn on my camera, but don't laugh. I got the TOI.
No. You ain't gotta turn your camera now. I'm talking for the square up. Oh. Yeah, no. I was talking for the square up. My bad. Yeah, I know I pulled you up in mid-conversation. Now I was talking for the square up. You are ranked number. You are actually no. So I only have to do no manipulation. You're actually ranked #1. Oscar. Let's check it out. Look,
everybody, dog. Everybody.
Everybody, bro.
Let me know.
Everybody, bro. That's a fact. So,
let me know.
I got you.
And then they're like contracts. How did we just pull up here and be like, hey man, what's up? What's up with you? Like,
you feel me?
All right.
You feel me? So we got ranked #1 is Ty. That's why he's a current champ. You know what I'm saying? Right there. Ranked #1 is Ty. Ranked #2 is Oscar. Who's ranked #3? Ryan, Boxer Talk Up North is ranked #3. Who's ranked #4? Dub is ranked #4. Yep. Kendrick is ranked #5. He's tied with Irony. And then Tufo is last place. Tighten up. So #1 is Ty with 16 points. Oscar's #2 with 10.5. Ryan's with 5.5. Top 3 right there. And you can see the wins and losses. Come on, man. I put in work, bro. Even the ranking factors. I even got the ranking factors. You know, these are all equations. I don't do this, chat. This is, I mean, I did it, but I'm saying, like, you see, these are all equations, man. These are all equations right here. So all these are calculated by equations. Look at this equation right here, man. Stop playing with me, man. All these are equations right here that you can see. They reference different things. So different categories, different columns have different factors. You know what I'm saying? I explained it right here. Ranking factors. A win is worth 2 points. A loss is still worth 1 point. Availability is worth 1 point, which is what Oscar's going to get some of right now because y'all ain't available. And the best ability is availability. That's what my coach always told me. And that's from high school. Basketball, football, and some more things. Track, the best ability is availability. Then you get, if you go on a streak, you get a streak bonus of 0.5. So let's go, man. Y'all ain't about that life, man. Y'all scared, man. Come on, man. That's crazy, man. I thought we had some soldiers in the BTF gang, man. I thought we had some soldiers in Boxing Talk family, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. Y'all.
I done had somebody pull out, bro. What the hell?
Yeah, bro. We got a couple of Kid Austins in the Boxing Talk family. We got a couple of Zapatas. We got a couple of gosh dang who else been ducking lately? We got a couple of Lomachenko's talking about my neck and my back. Come on, man. We got it. Come on now. Who else been ducking lately, man? We got a couple Norman Juniors talking about they going to Japan. You know what I'm talking about? We got who else been ducking? Who has duck accusations these days, man? Everybody that's been ducking or got duck accusations, man. Come on, man. You know, that's crazy, man. That's crazy, man. I need my point for clone ducking. You ain't lying. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. I was on vacation looking for a good boxing channel to listen to. Joshua Tree is part of a desert in California. Okay. Appreciate it, bro. I didn't know. I mean, I'm on the other coast, East Coast. I'm on Florida, so you are pretty much as far as you can be. Well, I guess from Florida to Oregon's as far as you can be, from southeast to northwest. But yeah, he said undisputed at 140 was a move. Beating Gary Antoine, Puello, Hitchens, and Tio would quiet all the noise. 147 is gonna be tough. I agree with that. I'm assuming you're talking about Devin Haney. I agree that's gonna be tough. Gary Russell versus Haney would be fire. Ooh, that's a firefight. That's a firefight. I still want to see Gary Antoine Russell and Subriel Matias. That'd be fire as well. Who y'all want me to cook? Pick them. I will let y'all pick. Dub said he about that life. Dub said he's about that life. And shout out to you. I appreciate the compliment, John.
Dub and Kendrick, bro.
Ooh, Dub and Kendrick. Dub and Kendrick. What's up, Kendrick? You accept? Or you got to get your contract together? What we talk about? You gonna pull a Ajagba and Zele Zhang when it comes to Bacoli? Let me find out Dub's a new Bacoli, chat.
Man, I got a question for y'all.
Yes, sir.
What's the equivalent to Thomas Taylor plus Top Rank plus Bob's favorite fighter.
Can you say that? My bad. I got caught up reading the freaking email. Can you say that one more time, please?
What's the equivalent of Thomas Taylor plus Top Rank plus Bob's favorite fighter?
Oh,
A robbery.
Robbery. Facts. So wait, so Thomas Taylor is refereeing who? Inoue?
Yep.
Thomas Taylor.
You know some bad calls finna happen. Hey, you hearing him too low. Come on, let's go. Stay in your goddamn corner.
Shout out to Thomas Taylor, man. I like Thomas Taylor. I like him, but yeah, that's gonna look a little suspicious now. Thomas Taylor refereeing.
Can we get just the ref that tries to be the protagonist?
Right.
When the ref's job is, that's the last thing he should do.
Right. He shouldn't be. Ideally, you want to be unseen and only be there when necessary. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, but hey, right now, it's gonna be hard to top Steve Willis as a bad performance. So he might be in the clear for right now. But if he does something crazy, he might be in trouble.
Well, remember before Steve Willis, who was it?
Tony Weeks.
Taylor.
Right. Oh no, you're right. It was Thomas Taylor. You're right. Yep, Thomas Taylor. You're right. And then before that was Tony Weeks.
Yeah.
No, wait, I might be tripping. Was it before that was Harvey Dock, right? With the.
Oh yeah, it was Harvey Dock.
Yep, and then before that was Tony Weeks. Yeah.
But yeah, that's who's gonna be refereeing. They're gonna be like, hold up, you're a pound for pound fighter? Oh yeah, I'm gonna make my little spectacle.
I don't know, man. You think so? So what you think? You think in a way by decision or stoppage?
No, I think he'll put him out. I just don't like the fact that Thomas Taylor's got this track record that he always has to, not always, but most of his fights, most of his high performance or high profile fights, he always does something. Benavidez, the point deduction. Before that, I can't remember who he was yelling that. He was trying to take a point away. Because at the beginning of the round, you know how both fighters go to the middle? He was like, stay in your corner. Come on, listen, stay in your corner. Like, he just tries to be the protagonist. That's what I don't like about it.
I agree with you. Because I ain't gonna lie, man. That one, I understand that you want to maintain some type of control and stuff like that, but I never forget when Caleb Plant was digging the grave of Anthony Durrell. And then the referee kept pushing. It was like, bro, let the man celebrate, bro. You know they got bad blood, but I'm not saying. I just think sometimes people overreact. It's like, I'm not saying that it's boxing is a gentleman's sport, but he's not literally throwing dirt on him, bro. Like, he's not literally hitting him with a shovel. Like, it's just what's the difference between him doing a shovel and Teofimo flipping? It's just, I get one's more disrespectful, but it's just excitement and you're celebrating. Like, the celebration is not physically causing harm. So it's just like, bro, let the people celebrate, man. I hate when they interrupt their celebrations, bro. Like, you know how many hours, blood, sweat, and tears puts in preparation for these fights, bro. Like, let them have their moment, man. Stop being, like you said, stop being in the spotlight, bro. Let the man celebrate. He's not hurting anybody, and it's not stopping you from freaking counting or getting people over there. Like, if he's in the way of a doctor getting over there or something like that, then okay. But man, just celebrating, bro. Let people have their moment, bro. And boxing is tough. Shout out to my guy Ty. Let me pull you up on the screen, man. He said, I hate that ref. He said, I know. I mean, no why. I said, I just looked him up. I hate that ref. Yeah. I feel it. I'd be a little too soft on him sometimes, but I ain't got no problem with him. Pull up my guy Ty, man. I got my guy 2-4 in the building.
Yo,
what it do, brethren?
Chilling. How y'all feeling?
I'm good, bro. I can't complain, man. God is good.
Free smoke.
Free smoke. Hey.
Who wants to smoke?
Oh, 2-4 pulling up. He said, Kendrick said, if Dub accepts he deserves 2 points for availability, he said Dub could replace Clone tonight. I bet. So dub it clone tonight because we do it in the evenings, man. But I don't mind doing it in the morning. Yeah, sorry. Thank you, Dub. That's what I meant. Thank you, Dub. Thank you for the correction. Dub and Kendrick tonight. I don't mind doing it in the morning. Y'all just got, like I said, y'all just got to let me know, man, because there's some things I be working on, man. I feel like it ain't nothing to just say when you want to go. You know what I'm talking about? So just get a little planning, man. I don't think that's too much to ask. Ty, you think that's too much to ask? Oscar, you think that's too much to ask?
Man. Make them send in them term sheets.
Come on now. Thank you, bro. Let's just get it organized, man. You know.
You have 7 days to think about
it. I don't know. It could be the day before. Just put it in the freaking, bro. It's in the Discord. I made a channel for it. Just put it in the Discord. Hey, man, you don't even have to put it on the Excel sheet. Just put it on the Discord, and I'll update the Excel sheet. You see what I'm saying? Man, just put it in there so we could plan. And then when you no show, then you go take a L, and then the person go take a dub.
So you're telling me Clone's taking an L?
Absolutely.
Damn. Clone took an L on the desk?
Come on now, he ducked, bro. He no show, bro. I got no show before a couple times in the amateurs, man. That's what my.
Wasn't he like just in the comment section?
Oh, you know he gonna disappear.
Yeah, he was just right there.
Of course, it started to get hot. He was out of there. He was in the comment section talking. And all of a sudden, Kendrick got him in the comment section like fight back. He can't do nothing.
Get him up. Let him get up. Let him get up. Let him get up.
I showed up and I got a cornea abrasion.
Talk to him, man. My boy, you know what I'm saying? My boy got the dip set, you know what I'm talking about? Got the camera pink on. Hey.
Ain't no dip set.
Purple City Bird Gang. You know what I'm saying?
It's that Pimp C.
Oh, Pimp C. Okay, my bad.
You hear me? Sipping on that young me.
Hey, got the drink in your cup, ain't it? Shout out to Pimp C right there,
Smoking
man. Rest in
hands.
peace. Yes, sir.
Yeah, y'all still hear me?
Yes, sir. We hear you loud and clear. Yes, sir.
I got a call.
Okay. Hey, shout out to Teofimo Lopez, Arnold Barbosa. They both made weight. Teofimo clocking in at 139.6. Arnold Barbosa clocking in at 139.8. So they're both good for their 140-pound super.
That's on the zone?
Yes, sir. Oh, no, Ring Magazine.
Right now?
I see it on the Ring Magazine. No, I just got the. It might be. Yeah, it might actually. I don't know. It might be showing it right now. I'm just looking at the update via Twitter.
Damn, this fucking eye hurt.
So they're all good for their junior welterweight showdown. Shout out to Ryan Garcia and shout out to Rolly Romero. They both made weight. Ryan Garcia coming in at 146.8. Rolly Romero coming in at 146.6. So they're good to go. Shout out to Devin Haney and Jose Carlos Ramirez. They're both good for their 144 pound catch weight. Devin Haney comes in at 143. Jose Ramirez comes in at 143.8. Everybody's good, man. We love to see it, man. Salute to the boxers, man.
What about the cup? Did the cup make weight?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm definitely going for the fireman, though. You feel me? No disrespect, but I ain't going for no Serdos. Shout out to Oscar. Oscar know what I'm talking about. I ain't rooting for the Serdos. Come on now. I'm going for the fireman. They may not be no better, but you know. Shout out to the good cops, though. You know, not all cops are bad. So I don't want to say that either, but.
No, fuck them all. Fuck them all.
Guys, dang, straight out of Compton. You said the fireman getting stopped?
Yeah, he getting his ass stopped.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Santana. Hey, Dub said Santana. That's crazy.
Yeah, the way he was talking, it sounded like he gonna get stopped.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah.
He's beat every fireman I know.
Right.
But he haven't fought me.
Right. And Kendrick
said
said
work the next morning.
Yeah.
He's trying to get in there and out.
He did say that. He did say that.
All right.
He did say that, bro. That joke was funny. I did see that, bro. And Kendrick said cops can't fight. They got guns. Right. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Firemen, they be climbing up the gosh dang poles and stuff like that. They be sliding down, you know. They be jumping through windows, climbing up ladders. Come on, man.
That sounds like theater room, first of all.
Hey, that police officer smart. They asked him, do he be using his boxing skills doing work? And he was like, no, minimum force use only.
Talk to him.
He's smart as hell.
Talk to him, man.
He would have been like, yeah. They'd have been like, oh, he out there beating up civilians.
Right,
nah,
right.
He beating niggas up.
That was smart.
He go sit his belt down, his gun. He was on IG Live.
Chat, my fault. My bad. Finish your thought. My fault. Take your time too. No
he
rush.
known through the New York Athletic League. He be punching on folk.
Hey.
Well, that's why I'm picking him.
One time for the police athletic league too. I used to hoop in the police athletic league back in the day when I was like.
So if a guy's loitering or like littering, he just starts beating their asses. That's fucking illegal.
That's crazy. But look, hey, chat, we have an announcement now. This is what we already known, but now it's official. According to Eddie Hearn, done deal finally. Uzbek Power versus the Monster. Best fight in the division. All facts. So finally, it is solidified. MJ Ahmadali, or Naoya Inoue, excuse me. Got to say the Monster first. He is the champ. Naoya Inoue versus MJ Ahmadali is official for September, chat. As long, contingent on him getting past Ramon Cardenas. Finally,
yeah, I got Inoue.
I got Inoue too.
I got Inoue.
Ramon Cardenas was sounding a little bit suspect in that damn fight hype interview.
Yeah, I didn't see the whole thing, but I saw it. I was like, I was like, yeah, I don't know.
Sound like he's gonna go in there and lay down, huh?
Come on now, exactly. Come on now.
Telling you.
And no disrespect to him, he's a fighter, got to respect it, but he just didn't sound like. You got to convince me, man. And in order to convince me, you got to at least convince yourself. And to me, it didn't sound like he's even convinced himself.
Nah.
So. Yes. That's how I knew Elijah Garcia was gonna lose to Kyron Davis.
That fight hype interview, I saw that one.
David Benavidez shit. Yep, I would have been like, shit, David Benavidez ain't put him down, but I am.
Right. Exactly.
He's talking about he's tough, he stood up to David Benavidez without going down. The ref had to jump in to save it, but we'll see.
Yeah, I agree, bro. I agree 1,000%, man. Shout out to the Lakers too, man. They up out of there, man. What's up with the Lakers in 5, man? Come on, Todd, tell me something good, bro. Guys,
Lakers in 9.
Lakers in 9. It's crazy.
Lakers in 2027.
Gosh dang, dog. I ain't gonna
lie,
man.
That. None of they asked my parlay.
I'm telling you too, folks. I'm telling you. I'm glad you did either. My boy, the parlay king. I want to say this too, man. But y'all let me know how y'all feel. I ain't never liked JJ Redick though, man. He just seemed like. I know I said this before, but yeah, he just seems like a snob, man. He seems like one of those guys that respect people if he has to. I can't respect people like that. Like if it benefits him, you know what I'm saying? Like if you could do something for him, he gonna respect you, like type stuff. But he don't just respect. I think respect should come off default. Now, if someone loses your respect, then that's different. But I never really care for. Even as a player, I never really care for. He was a beast though, a sharpshooter. I never really cared for him. Man. Even when he was on ESPN first, I ain't gonna lie. I did like how he would be on Stephen A. Smith's deck though. I ain't gonna lie, I like that. We're doing their debates, but even then, he just comes off snobbish to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping though.
No.
All right, bet. He said Lakers was gone in 5. Yo, 913 was good. Yeah, them games, man. That's what kept me up late too. I was watching them joints.
Hey, I think T.O. can stop Arnold Barboza.
Do I think he can? Yeah. Do I think he will? I don't think he will. You think he will?
No. Because I bet on under for 94 punches. I'm hoping Arnold Barboza either after moving or if he gonna be in front of T.O., hopefully T.O. just put his ass out.
94 punches in the whole fight?
Yeah, 94 punches landed for the whole fight.
Landed.
Man. Oh man.
I think you're in trouble, brother.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I think you're in trouble. But hopefully, hey, you do your thing though, cause you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think you're in trouble. I ain't gonna lie.
I was looking at that Jermaine Ortiz fight, when he moves, and then I think in that Sindor Martin fight too, he landed under 100 punches in both of them bitches. So I'm like, if Arnold Barboza out there moving, like hopefully he do. But I was looking at, it, I'm like, man, he might just land that shit. So I'm like, hopefully he knock his ass out now.
No, it's been a sweet deal. What are they talking about for 94 punches? If you don't mind me asking.
Now I added it to the parlay over under.
Okay, I got you. Okay.
Yeah, you get your how like on ESPN betting you get your like minus and pluses and shit on Prize Picks. Once you put all your picks together, you get a multiplier. Like times 5, times 10, times 20. Times 25.
I see. I never used it before. I see. Okay.
Yeah.
As a Laker fan from Inglewood, California, get LeBron out of man. Stop it, 913. Stop it, bro. You gotta show LeBron love now. What we doing, man? Get LeBron out of there. Stop it.
Is LeBron a necessary evil in the NBA at this point?
I mean, I just think he's that dude. Man. I think
what I mean is like the guy that needs to carry the pressure and like the guy where expectations are landed on.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's the face. So he's got a couple more criticism. But do I think? I mean, I think that there's always going to be somebody to grab the mantle, but I think this time is going to be a little gap. Or I ain't gonna lie, like for before I know we're looking at Anthony Edwards and stuff. I know we're looking at we were looking at John Morant before the nonsense.
Luka.
Looking at Luka. But I think it's gonna be a little gap.
Jokic.
Oh yeah, Jokic. That's a good one. Yep, Jokic and Giannis too. But I just think that I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna. I think it's gonna be more of like a collective effort than like more of like a one guy. But do I think he's a necessary evil? Yeah, I think he is because I think that's why we talk about it. Whether you like him or you don't like him, or you think he's good or bad, you know, he's a guy that we're gonna talk about. So yeah, I think he's necessary.
Without LeBron, then we'd be talking about the lack of stars and the lack of American stars at this point in the NBA. Like think of like the best 5 players right now at this moment. I guarantee you 2 or 3 are foreigners.
Oh yeah, right now. Oh yeah, because you gotta have Giannis up there, gotta have Jokic up there, gotta have. I mean, I guess you don't have to have Luka, but I think Luka should be up there. I mean, you can make an argument for like Luka, Jason Tatum, somebody like that. But definitely Jokic and Giannis, and they're both foreigners for sure. Of course, you gotta have Steph in there. He's American.
Yeah.
LeBron up there. He's American, but
Draymond Green. Stop. That will never been good. It's just been carried.
Yeah, facts. He said, I never liked LeBron, and I hate he a Laker. I feel you. He said, LeBron just holding things up at this point, man. Stop it, man. Stop it,
What you think about the Maverick situation?
Oh, Nico gonna look like a donkey. What they say on Ty? What they say on Breakfast Club? Donkey of the day.
Donkey of the day.
Yeah. He gonna look like a donkey of the day until they win a championship.
Just because now they're talking about moving, or over here at least. You know, Dallas is like 2 hours away from me, but it's like they're talking about moving the franchise to LA.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
For real? So there'll be 3 teams in LA? Nah, stop it, bro.
No, I mean for real. Look at it.
That's I believe you. That's crazy. Nah, that's too much,
they're talking about moving the franchise to LA.
Stop it.
Because I hope not.
Ain't no space over there though.
Right, Los Angeles Mavericks. Oh, my boy Ty Frozen. I ain't even peep my boy Frozen. Hold
and
on.
looking a little shaky, baby.
A little shaky.
Look at me, the LA Mavericks now.
Yeah, LA Mavericks that's ugly as hell. There you go. We good now. He said LeBron be standing around on the court waiting in the building. You can see him be 70% of man. Come on, bro. Y'all wild, man. Y'all be talking like he Kevin Willis or some other older player that wasn't effective, man. The man effective and efficient, man. Stop it.
Tim Duncan.
You know what's so crazy too? And this is no disrespect to LeBron or well, I guess it is disrespect to Luka and them. Luka and Jokic don't play no defense, bro. I don't want to hear nothing about LeBron standing around. LeBron might be a little less active in his later years. The man's 40, bro. Luka's 26 or 27, whatever he is. They don't play no defense. Nah, bro. I'm not going for that, man. LeBron may take some plays off, but he's 40, bro.
To be played devil's advocate.
He's 40.
Tell me a team that really plays defense at this point.
That's true. They shooting threes from the parking lot. They hop in the building. They shooting threes. You're right about that.
Yep. It turned into like what they call it, something, the game or sports, the flash sport, whatever. And turn from that to who misses the less.
Yeah. He said Tatum over Brown. Oh no. I think that's a debate. I think that's a good debate. Me personally, I might take Jaylen Brown. I think he's more clutch, but I think overall, and I could be wrong about this, but I think Jason Tatum is a more complete player. Maybe not. Maybe that's not right. I don't know. That's an interesting debate. Yeah. Jaylen Brown's definitely. I definitely think he's underrated though. I think that he's getting his love lately, you know, especially when he won that Finals MVP. But I think that I think he is underrated. I don't know. I think you can easily say it's Jason Tatum's team, and you can easily say it's Jaylen Brown's team. But
what about Porzingis?
He's a good third guy. A great third guy.
Right.
In my opinion.
Just because to me, Tatum, he's not consistent enough.
I agree, especially in quote unquote big games.
In the playoffs, bro, like he always has 1 or 2 bad games on each series.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like one. It's like at least you know that going into a series, Tatum is gonna look bad at least in 1 game.
I agree.
And it's usually the clutch game.
I agree. So F LeBron, I like how Curry moves. Shout out to Curry, man. But man, talk to me about this boxing, man. Tufo, man. What we looking like, man? I need some predictions, man. What we talking about, man? The fight is tomorrow, chat. I don't even think y'all I know I didn't realize it. Let me speak for myself.
I didn't realize that.
I'm telling you, I did not wake up today feeling like the fight's tomorrow, bro. What we got, man? Tell me something, man.
sorry, Tupo. I know you got bug going in, but I woke up and I was like, "Oh shit, it's Thursday."
Yes.
And then I went back, lay down, and I was like, "Oh shit, tomorrow's a fight. I gotta fight."
Right. Right.
You ain't bought it yet.
Hey,
I
look,
got
if
the
Tio
32
beat
pack.
on my bets, I'm gonna beat the shit out of him. I'm not gonna lie.
Wait, what happened? What?
Hey, Tio better not fuck up my bets, man. I'm gonna
Oh
beat the shit out
man.
of him.
Oh man, that thing might be out of there, bro. Hey, don't listen to me though, man. Don't listen to me.
Nah,
man.
I was thinking that myself already. That's what made me ask. When I
Yeah.
was looking, I had seen the under on 94. I'm
Yeah.
like, what the fuck was I thinking?
Yeah, I don't know. Can you
And
change it
yo-
or it's too late? It's locked in?
Yeah, it's locked in already.
Okay.
Oh, you better be praying, bro.
I mean, you
think
never
it's
know
gonna be
though.
an
I mean,
upset.
you never know. What if
Barbosa
Barbosa?
moving like Ortiz would? I might just be good.
Yeah. Or what if Barbosa just go in there and Cambosis him? You know, drop him in the first round and make Senior throw in the towel. I don't think either one of them are gonna knock the other one smooth out type stuff. But maybe you know.
Yeah.
Maybe the father could be like, hey, T.O.'s not ready. He's not prepared. Remember like what Kenny Porter did, right, Ty? With Sean Porter. I don't think he's I think it was out of concern. I think he's getting unnecessary flag. I always thought he had unnecessary flag. He's like, hey man, I watched my son prepare. He wasn't fully prepared for this fight. People thought he was being petty. I don't think he was being petty. I think he was looking out for the best interest of his son. So if you're not prepared, man, maybe T.O.'s not prepared.
I don't see T.O. Senior doing it.
Me
He'd rather see his son
I'm trying to
get
give him hope, bro.
out there before he throw a towel in.
I'm trying to give him hope, bro.
Nah, hey, look. If his dad don't do it, the doctor gonna do it. T.O.I. His shit always gets swollen. Hey, look. Hopefully Barbosa just light his ass up them right hands.
There
Fuck
it
the
is.
eyeball.
Yep. Steve Claggett lit him up too. Had him looking like 2 termite mounds on his eyes.
Steve who? Can you repeat that again?
Steve Claggett.
Was he what rank position was he in when he fought him?
Rank number 554.
Steve Claggett.
And was he a top quality opponent?
In Canada, in the second province of Toronto.
And last question: when was this fight?
You said
was
when?
This Tio's last fight?
It was Tio's last fight. Damn.
Gosh damn! I got Barbosa.
Gosh dang! I got Barbosa. I'm telling you, bro. He said, "Happy birthday." Pugilism was good. He said, compare LeBron's 40 now to vet retired all-star exhibitions with guys like Iceman Gerver blowing their knees out. Times, yeah, facts. You know, technology changed and stuff too, you know, and stuff like that. So shout out to LeBron though. He put a lot of money into his health and stuff. So that's what they say.
What y'all think about that Rodriguez and Cafu unification?
I'm going to it.
I love shout out to Oscar. He said he's going out there. I love it, man.
I was thinking about going too. Cause
my
wife, she want to see that. She want to see Diego Pacheco fight.
What's the location?
Frisco, Cali.
Texas, somewhere in Texas.
I mean, I said Frisco, Cali. Frisco, Texas. I meant that's what I meant. Frisco, Texas.
Yeah.
Oh, they're in the little room at Jerry World.
Okay.
That's where Arrow started out.
Okay. So it's in Jerry's Stadium, whatever, just in a little room. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I might slide.
I love it though, man. Like you said, they got Pacheco and McCumbee on there. I'm just happy for the unification. I got Bam though. Shout out to Fumalele Cafu, the South African champion. Yeah, I just got Bam. I got that.
Yeah, now
that's something real quick.
Yes, sir.
When I say little room, I don't want to minimalize it because that little room is still bigger than most arenas you see other guys in.
Right.
It's the little room in comparison to Texas Stadium.
Right. I got you. Appreciate the clarity. He said 913 says I'm leaning towards T.O. Ramirez and Ryan. I'm not mad at that. I'm leaning towards T.O. Ryan and Devin. He said, nah, I might buy it for real. I didn't buy that Eubank shit though. He said Timu T is showing up tomorrow. The Golden Boy side of the promotion, one of the weakest A-side or sneakest A-side tables. Claggett fought Madueno, who fought Keyshawn and Duarte. Yep. He fought what's his name again? Miguel Madueno. He was fresh off of Pro Box 2 when he fought Keyshawn, if I'm not mistaken.
Sorry that I left.
Yeah, man. I just think I think tomorrow's interesting, man. I think if somehow Ryan, like, to me the most shock value would be Ryan getting stopped by Rolly, Devin stopping Ramirez, and Barbosa stopping T.O. Yeah, if that happens, bro, that'd be crazy. That'd be
It'd
crazy.
be the healthiest thing for boxing, though.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Devin, he might go out there and get a stoppage.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, bruh. Like I said, I don't think it's gonna happen. I think he wins by UD. I'm thinking like 8 rounds to 4, 9 rounds to 3 type stuff. But I definitely but when I say that, I know that sounds like slaughter numbers, but I'm saying like I think it's gonna be close. It's just, you know, close rounds that Devin just edges out every time. You know, that's what I think.
You being Connor type of rounds like that.
Yeah, yeah, something like that. With minus the devastating punches and moments where somebody's about to get stopped or someone got hit with too big of shots. I think it's just gonna be something like that. But I think there's gonna be I think there's gonna be rounds where Devin looks dominant too, though. But I don't think it's gonna be like a 12-0 shutout or
there's
10-2.
a possibility for a stoppage. I don't think a KO, but like a stoppage. It just gotta look bad enough for the ref. Do we know who the ref is gonna be?
I do not. No, sir.
Probably Harvey Dog.
Hey, I can't be Harvey Dot, bro. Harvey Dot can't be on this card, bro. Because people gonna talk trash, bro. Hey, can't nothing even remotely be in Devin's favor on this card. People gonna talk crazy, bro. Yeah.
Bro, they're gonna show Harvey Dogs in the stands and they're gonna start booing him for no reason.
Right. Canelo gets
T.O.
absolutely
funny as hell for
nobody.
telling New York to pull up to that shit. I'm like, is this open to the public?
I thought that was funny. I thought that was, hey, T.O. had some moments, but what I thought was funny, why didn't they disclose that it wasn't that is invitation? I didn't understand that. They're like,
I think they did come out with that shit. Cause I was like, that's why I'm like, Turkey first he came out, he was like, the shit gonna be free, it's gonna be open to the public.
Yeah.
And then he came out, the shit was on pay-per-view and it's invitation only. Like,
I know Turkey did, but I'm talking about like at the show, why was a moderator acting like it was a secret? You didn't feel like that? I felt like he was like acting like
like he was trying to skip over it.
Yeah, I didn't understand that. Like, is it supposed to be a secret? We're not supposed to know that? I don't understand.
You should have added clarification for the seats.
Right.
But
those are invite only. But for the standing room, you pull up.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I thought the whole thing was invitation only. Yo, Irony, what's good, brethren? Big member in the building. God bless you as well, man. Appreciate you coming through, man.
Let Irony catch the stage real quick.
Irony ain't about that life, man. Stop playing.
He brought Neander around the fade.
Right.
And talk about everything besides the topic.
Right. And then somehow blame me because he off topic. Wait a second here, guys. Hold on a second here, guys. That's what I already love saying. That just be having me rolling. Wait a second here, guys.
He bought Stephen A. Smith it real quick.
Shout out to my guy Irony, man. 913 says depends on what Tio shows up. I agree, but I disagree. I think that's I think people are. I hate. Thank you, Oscar. You took the words right out of my mouth, man. I agree, but yeah, I hate that statement because it's like, bro, what Tio are we talking about, bro? The Tio that looked good twice? Like, you know, what's so funny? We're judging Devin Haney, and I understand because Devin Haney got brutalized in this PED field fight, but it's like we judge so many fighters at their lowest, but then some fighters we only judge them for their best. His best was a long time ago, man. That's like when have we seen that Tio? I mean, we didn't see it against Steve Claggett. We didn't see it against Jermaine Ortiz. You know, or anybody else recently. It's like
Sandor.
Sandor Martin. Exactly. We said that a lot of people said Sandor Martin winning. Sandor Martin, excuse me. So it's like, man, if that's the case, then Devin Haney gonna smoke Ramirez if we're gonna go by his best performances, right? I mean, let's assume it's gonna be Devin Haney Regis. Let's assume it's gonna be the Devin that came in against, you know, other people that he had great performances against. So I don't know. I think
that's how I feel like it's gonna play out.
Yeah.
12-0 Devin. Sweep that man.
Yeah. Terrell Cameron says,
I don't care.
I don't know, but I win, believe so. I believe so. He said, KO, I don't know, but win, I believe so. Okay, KO, you don't know, but you believe a win. Okay, I got you. Had to read it twice. Tio is a koi toss, bro. Looks good every other fight. Not even every other. It's like every other fight. He looks good. He looks good every you feel me? Every other fight after that. You know what I'm talking about? Like, or every other fight before that, I should say. It's like, I don't know, man. Like, I think he getting a lot of mileage out of two great performances, man.
And that's the thing, though.
And I'm victim of that as well. I want to say I'm also victim of that because that's why I have Tio. I think if Tio comes in at his best, I think his best is better than Barbosa's best. So I'm not saying that's just you. I'm saying I'm guilty of that as well, of doing that. But go ahead, Oscar. Sorry.
What I'm saying is like, I get it. I understand why. I just hate how it's always just with him.
Right.
Oh, it depends what skill we see because sometimes we see. I'm like the last 3 fights we seen shit skills. I see no, and he seems to be getting worse. I see no indication that this performance is gonna be high. How about Bosa winning?
I agree. When you put it like that, for sure. When you put it like that. Said Ty part of Dipset. Nah, this is the Pip C rat. Yo, all right, Irony, I'll pull you up. It might throw off Ty though. Dang. Hold on, let me pull him up. Let me see. He's gonna throw off my my thing for Ty. It is. Let me see if I can fix it.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yo.
What's good, Irony?
What's up, brother?
My brother. God bless you as well, my brother. What's popping?
You see me?
Yes, sir.
You see me?
Yes, sir.
Oscar? Oscar?
You turned on that camera like you want smoke.
Uh-oh.
Can you?
That's
oh,
what
yeah.
I'm saying. He said Oscar name. That's what he here for.
You assume correctly. Oscar, let's do it.
All right, let me finish eating quick though.
Nah, man, hell nah, man. I'm about to eat too, man. I ain't eating nothing
doctor,
yet.
Again, doctor. You see?
Come
and
on,
then you
bro.
say that I blame you for no reason.
Because you ain't put it in this. We have a schedule, bro. You didn't put it in the schedule, bro. This ain't guys, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, I just got some free time today out of nowhere. It's not like I don't want to be like I'm gonna be here and then give you guys any reason to keep.
Hey, it is what it is, man. Hey. You know what I'm saying? Lamont Roach just can't pull up and say I want to fight Tank. You gotta schedule it, man. I'll be knowing when you gonna pull up, bro.
Anything except give me my just due, right? Anything except. Right? Oscar even said yes. You're the one saying no. You're the one.
I gotta get food, man. You ate already?
Nah.
You didn't eat? You didn't eat?
Nah.
He said he finna eat Oscar.
He finna eat Oscar.
First, and then I'm gonna eat I don't know, some sandwich or I don't know.
Hey, pause. Hey, come on, man. Come on, man. You don't 2-point beat it like that.
I always mess up, bro.
Nah, you good, man. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if we can do something. What you eating, Oscar?
I can't pull up my camera for some reason.
See, there it is. He can't pull up his camera.
There
man.
it is. Another one.
Wait. God. Yeah, I'll fix it.
Nah, you good?
Sperm donor water.
The what? Yeah, nah, I'm out, bro. He said this. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Put tie on today, man.
You should tie on something crazy, bro.
You know what it mean when a dude pull out that big ass jug of water. What you doing around there?
Hey, what are you implying, man?
Tio says, sorry, Renee says Tio by late TKO or KO. I'm not mad at that, man. I'll be right back. Y'all hold it down for me, please. I'll be right back.
Actually, that's the most likely scenario that I see. Actually,
like
get some
Tio,
food.
We could do it. Let me go get some food real quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah, unfortunately, I just don't see Barbosa beating him, bro. I hope I'm wrong, but I just don't see it.
Oscar, I already finna do the 3-minute tie drill.
What's that?
Y'all finna get it on. One round.
Yeah, I'm cool.
Oh yeah.
Tio Barbosa.
Man.
Who wins and why? Arnie, start it up.
My mind, if I'm thinking with my mind, I'm saying Tio. Why? I understand that he struggles with boxers. He has issues cutting the ring and all that. I understand all that, but I just don't think Barbosa is as good as Sandor Martin or Jermaine Ortiz. To give him problems, honestly. I don't know. The Jack Catterall performance don't let me a lot of question marks, bro. I think that was a little more like Jack Catterall blowing it than anything else, than credit to Barbosa. Now, Tio obviously, has multiple personalities in the ring, so to speak. So, if the Tio that Cambosos or Claggett shows up, which I don't think it will, if that guy shows up, then anything is possible. But if there's a stoppage, it's on Tio's side, and yeah, I think he's gonna catch him a little, I don't know, 9th round, something like that. I don't see Barbosa being able to keep him up. Honestly.
Pancakes.
And I don't even remember the last. Well, at least it ain't pizza, bro, or ice cream.
Well,
It's a
there's
start. You know, it's a start.
I only set a record. He didn't go over the time.
Mm.
Oscar.
You want me to say mine? My turn?
I put it on you.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. I agree that.
We
I
thought
agree
you was
that
gonna be a little bit longer, Doc. I said we thought you was gonna be a little bit longer.
Yeah, I had my finger on the buzzer like this. I was looking at that time.
All right. My turn, right?
Yeah. All right, I got
I
you.
agree that Barbosa may not be as good as Ortiz and Sandler, but he's definitely better than Claggett. And we see Claggett giving Teal problems, something that shouldn't have happened. That fight shouldn't even have happened at all. It's just that Teal has been chilling for too long in the super status or whatever it's called. And I just see this as from the demeanor or whatever you want to take it, the same as Cambosa's, same with the build up, with Senior going crazy on the stage, and Barbosa just staying cool, collected, just because he's someone that relies on his skills rather than natural abilities. Unlike Teal, that yes, he can give you more, but he puts himself at more risk because he don't take advantage or he don't practice on that in the gym. It's just a freestyle. But if it's 1 minute, I'm good.
So what y'all think?
How low key. I get both of their sides, but I go with irony. Because Oscar said T.O. not training that in the gym, we don't know what he be doing. Irony kind of just used all facts with performances and shit. Like he ain't give a opinion.
Mm-hmm. I might have to get the irony too, based off of what C4 said, because there is video of Tio training and in the gym. I was stuck in the middle because I like the part about Steve Claggett.
Kendrick and Dub, if Dub is available.
Kendrick and Clone, right? Kendrick and Clone.
No, Clone Dub, Clone Quacking. I can't use my soundboard right now, but if I could, it'd be quack 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 quack.
The DuckTales. Woohoo!
Go ahead, Arnie and Oscar on the undercard. Let Oscar get his
I can't do it tonight, unfortunately.
He sound taking my blood belief. No rematch.
Technically speaking, right? The reason why Kendrick ducked me is because he had to see Clone. And if that's not happening,
he didn't duck you. He lined it up for next week.
That means, yeah. So far, yeah, exactly. But so if you really look at it,
appreciate it, Dub. I didn't know I was on mute, man. Thank you, bro.
That's a double duck by Kendrick, though.
Double duck?
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about right now. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about right now, Ernie. I ain't gonna lie.
No, his name's William right now. The boy who cried duck.
Right. Already crazy, man. Well, you definitely need to get Irony out here, man. We need. So we got Clone. Who we got tonight? We got Clone and. Let me look at the schedule. You said Clone and who? No, sorry, Dub and Kendrick. Dub and Kendrick, right?
I mean, Doctor, let me put it to you this way. If you can go in a little later, what time do you go? 7? Oh, shit.
I go
Had to
7
be like
p.m.
9:30 or something because I get off work like 10:30, some shit like that. Like if you can do that someday, then free smoke, bro. Anybody can fucking get it. But
Are you free next week, Irony?
Tuesday and Monday or Wednesday. I'll know Sunday which one of those 2 days I got it. They gave me one or the other.
Okay.
But I don't know which one, so I want to say. But
Irony,
Tuesday,
I'll take you on for the late night because I gotta get you on the record. We had too many off the record skirmishes.
Right. That part.
I need the W on the record.
That part.
Mr. Rocky, sir.
That part.
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
And I ain't gonna complain about my eye either.
I'm trying to wait for it's me and Kendo later. Okay, bet. I need don't he said don't pull a Sam Goodman. Hey yo. No eye, bro. No eye, bro. So we need Dub and Kendrick make sure that we have the camera. We need cameras on for the night. Dub and Kendrick. Go ahead, Oscar.
What do we think about Senior going up stage yesterday?
Senior, he went on stage yesterday?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Oh yeah. You got the mic. Yep. I remember. I don't mind it because he was trying to get what did Barbosa say? They said something, and yeah, I know what you're talking about. The little quick. It was like a quick interaction, right?
Talking about T.O. Senior.
Yeah, T.O. Senior. Yep.
He was on stage. He just didn't have a mic in front of him.
He could have had Eddie
table as one of the extra chairs.
Yeah, facts. What's Eddie doing there? You don't got
Eddie, the lead promoter.
Yep.
I thought Oscar
That's why
was.
Oscar mad. No, Oscar has the most fighters. That's why he was bitching about, hey, why isn't my guy getting the headliner status? That's why they flipped him.
Yeah,
but this is getting credit to Eddie though.
You gotta get those behind the scenes interactions and stuff, man. Yeah, I know Oscar bad. You bad about something. He want to fight Bill Haney. Try to take it on Bill, man.
I saw that, bro.
That joke was funny, bro. I loved it, bro. That was funny, man.
He was capping though, saying he had 3 headliners.
He was.
Yeah.
Oscar got up and said, What you said?
I agree with that. 3 headliners.
Let me show you. He said, "Let me show you the power of these fake ads."
Hey, Bill, funny as hell, man.
Bill is funny, dog. I loved it, man. Yesterday was good. That's how I thought all the pressers were gonna be, but at least we got one. That was a good one.
They needed Bill up there.
Facts. People talk all that.
Bill know how to get up them motherfuckers scared.
Right, and Bill be getting it popping, bro.
The press conferences to me have been a little underwhelming because I just thought that Rolly was gonna put up a show, bro.
Yeah, me too.
And not really.
It was Tio.
Tio was a hype man.
Yeah. Bro. He got Doug Fisher to say, Tio, let me talk, bro. Like, bro, like Tio can be annoying as hell, bro. Like
that guy ass, anyways. You don't need to talk.
Never have I ever thought I needed Tio to say, "Get him, Bill."
Yeah, that was funny. Like I said, I got to give it up. Tio did his thing yesterday too. I got to give it up. It was.
Hey, what was Tio saying about
why was he wearing a fucking mask? Anyway, like, I don't get it.
Yeah, I was like, bro, you Hungarian. What you doing?
Did y'all hear what Tio was saying about ESPN? He kept on saying something.
Yeah, I did hear him say about ESPN. Yeah,
he said like
I did hear about him say the ESPN stuff. Yo, body bags in the building.
ESPN or something like that.
He was like, damn ESPN or like something like that.
Yeah, he kept saying that.
They clipped a bunch of shit for the rewatch. That's what made me mad.
Yes, bro.
Yo, hold on real quick. We got Fight Hub TV in the building with the. I appreciate you, bro. He said keep killing it. Dr. Boxer Talk. Hey man, you do the same thing, man. I appreciate it, man. I enjoy a lot of your interviews and contents. I review it a lot of times, so you know what I'm saying, a lot of stuff that I enjoy when it comes to boxing and the personal interactions between the fighters and the moderators and the managers and promoters is compliments of you. So man, you keep up the good work as well. So I appreciate you coming through, man. Shout out to Fight Hub TV. That's dope, man. Shout out to Fight Hub TV in the building, man. Yes, sir. Appreciate it. But go ahead. Sorry to interrupt y'all, boys. Sorry about that.
Are you good? You good?
Shit, Fight Hub. We need that zoom in angle of Derek James when Oscar was going crazy. He was sitting there like.
He did have the steak face though. Why he had
He got off the stage and was like, "I'm done with these niggas."
Yeah, facts. That joke was funny, man. He said the Haney's complained about PEDs, but then hired Shane Mosley. Shout out to Body Bag. I mean, I don't know, man. I think like we had a whole conversation. You got checked earlier in the vibe, Body Bags. I ain't mad at that. It's funny to say, but at the same time, it's like I don't think he's still a Hall of Fame fighter, and he has that in his past for sure. So there's nothing wrong with bringing it up. However,
Golden Boy complaining about filming, but they got B-Hop.
Right. If we keep it like that, then everybody, that's like saying that Dimitri Bivol is cheating because he's affiliated with Eddie Hearn, and Eddie Hearn has Conor Benn as a fighter on Matchroom. You know what I'm saying?
By
so
association.
Like, yeah, guilty by association. If we do that, everybody's a dirty fighter. Like, you know what I'm saying? I pulled up, you can pull up the Snack affiliated fighters, and Mario Barrios is on there, along with Clarissa Shields, along with Terrence Crawford. So if we accuse Devin Haney of potentially being on Snack products or being dirty because he's with Snack sponsored or Snack affiliated products, and Victor Conte more so associated products, then we also calling Caleb Sweethand's plans dirty. We're also calling Mikey Garcia dirty. We're calling Josecito Lopez dirty, Clarissa Shields dirty. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that's exactly fair. But I will say this. It does with Sugar Shane Mosley. I get it, but I think Sugar Shane Mosley is actually a good pickup, man. I think I look to see improvements from Devin Haney, so we'll see.
Me too. Yeah. I got a question for you guys. Which outcome in the Ryan Devin Teo fights would shock you the most?
In the Ryan Devin Teo
Devin stoppage. Which outcome will leave you like, holy?
Devin winning by stoppage. I ain't gonna lie. Devin wins by stoppage because Jose Carlos Ramirez, in my opinion, is a good fighter, very capable fighter, former champion, and a former Olympian. And he's never been stopped. He has 2 L's, most recently to Barbosa, and 1 to Josh Taylor when he was good. If he never been stopped, if he could stop him, and then what Body Bags just said will all of a sudden be a little bit more suspicious, right? Because the quote unquote pillow fisted guy, if he stops, what's the name, Ramirez, coming off of his long layoff and that being brutalized, man, I think those PED allegations would really be popping. So I think that that'd be the most interesting and intriguing result, in my personal opinion.
Will be silly.
But PEDs don't matter, dog.
Yeah, exactly. But we're gonna see a whole lot of contradictions. We're gonna see a whole lot of hypocrisy. Believe that. PEDs don't matter. So even if he is on these hypothetical PEDs, you told me PEDs don't matter, right? You know what I'm saying? PEDs don't matter. So that's the most interesting and intriguing result to me, because I know if that's going to come with a whole lot of soap opera, whole lot of drama. If Devin Haney manages to stop Jose Carlos Ramirez, oh my goodness.
That would be
my goodness.
That would be a statement. The statement of statements, right?
Yeah. There. Oh yeah. It'll be. I wouldn't even talk about the statement part. Yeah. That'd be a hell of a boost for Devin Haney, as far as that's an exceptional result. But I'm just talking about the public opinion.
The other guy has never been stopped.
Yeah. The public opinion is what I'm talking about. That is what's going to be intriguing. But yeah, of course, yeah, that'd be a great win and a great statement for Devin Haney, of course.
Opinion, bro. To me, would be Barbosa stopping Teo.
Ooh.
I'll be like, holy shit. Like, yeah, because I really maybe I'm just off the rails yet again, but I just don't see Barbosa being able to mess with Teo. And I hate Teo, bro. Like,
outbox Teo.
Yeah, I got Teo in that one, but I'm rooting for Barbosa, but I got Teo in that one. But if Barbosa did stop him, that'd be crazy. I'm not gonna lie. That'd be crazy.
Because I came close to saying Rolly stopping Ryan, but I can actually see that happening more than I can see Barbosa stopping Teo. Like,
yeah, I can see the stoppage either way for that one. I got Ryan, but I'm rooting for Rolly again. But I got Ryan stopping Rolly. Rolly in 5. So shout out to my boy Oscar. Well, what is it? What is it? Say your catchphrase, bro. Was it Ryan crying? What is it?
I don't care that his name is Ryan.
Hey.
He's gonna be over there crying.
Hey.
But his mama gonna be out there crying.
Hey.
Rolly in 5.
Hey man, that's funny, man. I think Lopez and Barbosa are gonna steal it. Hey, that's not a bad assumption, buddy. But I think to me that's the most. That fight has the most build up, I guess, like natural build up, because I'm talking about like take out the antics and the drama, like that had the most natural build up just out of boxer related build up, right? Because Barbosa has been wanting what's the dude's name? Teofimo for like a year and a half, 2 years, right? He's been in
That's
position to
true.
get
Yeah,
that fight.
I forgot
So,
about that.
yeah, so I think that's that fight has the most intrigue strictly off of boxing, you know, but off of with all the other dramas and the PEDs and scandals and accusations, and then even with the bouncing back, being on a long time hiatus, you know, I think that builds up more intrigue for the other fights. But even Rolly, right? Rolly is he has some stuff to prove, right? Because you know he's a former world champion, and people still call him trash, which is crazy. He said PEDs never had a chance to work. Yeah, sure.
It's so awkward in the ring, though.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, to be fair with them, like the Rolly's super awkward, bro. Like
he is.
He gives you reasons to believe, like, you know, not the hardest guy to figure out. You know, unfortunately.
Body Bag said, "Did you see De La Hoya say he wants peace? He better. That's cinnamon, bro. The face of boxing. You better want peace. You know what I'm saying? The face of boxing, man. You better want peace. Them pockets probably touching. He saw that valuation come out where they ranked the boxing promotions, and he was last. You know, he was what his valuation was behind Top
He
Ranks,
said the same thing about
PBCs,
Dana
and
White.
his was behind Top Ranks, PBCs, and Matchroom. So he definitely want to.
Hey.
But he said the same
You know
thing
what
about
they
Dana White. What you
say?
mean?
You know what they say, Ernie? Con dinero baila el perro. Y si no tienes dinero, estás bailando.
That dance going dog. That dance going dog. That dog going dance. Excuse me. What'd you say,
That dog-
Oscar? I mean, not Oscar. Sorry. What'd you say, Irony? About Dana White?
No, exactamente, like exactly, like you know, just validating what Oscar just said.
Yeah, facts.
But you know why Oscar mad?
Why?
Because Cinnamon got a Latino night. Ain't none one of his fighters is in that.
William Skull, not his fighter. F.A. Jabba, not his fighter. Bacoli, not his fighter. Gosh dang. Marco Jack, not his fighter. Yep. Marco Verde, not his fighter. Jaime Munguia, not his fighter. Bruno Saras, not his fighter. Damn. That's tough.
Noel McCallan.
Munguia was with him when he fought Canelo, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
like
he
at
was.
that point, right?
Yeah, he was. Yep.
Okay.
No, he was with the Top Rank deal, no?
Not when he fought Canelo. Nah, he went
because
to.
I remember they got into it in the
right.
presser, right? Like
yeah,
Canelo
he went to Top Rank.
Oh
after
yeah,
that. He went to Top Rank.
Thank
after
God
that.
they stopped him.
He said that dance going. Yeah, that dance going dog. Better say the dog going dance. He said, just my opinion. Terrell, I don't mind that opinion, but to me, that opinion is drenched and marinated in nonsense. We never questioned the impact of PEDs. I never heard anybody question, oh, well, Conor Benn's PEDs didn't take effect. Oh, Alicia Baumgartner's PEDs didn't take effect. Canelo's PEDs didn't take effect. Julio Cesar Martinez's PEDs didn't take effect. Dennis McCann's PEDs didn't take effect. Jarrell Baby Miller's PEDs did. I never heard this type of verbiage. You know what I'm saying? So why are we going through all this nonsensical breakdowns and illogical analysis when it comes to Ryan Garcia's PEDs? Is it because we don't like Devin Haney? Hold on. Is it because we just don't like Devin Haney, or is it because we're infatuated with Ryan Garcia? It's one of the two. You know what I'm saying? I think that we have the amount. We have the quantity. Whether or not you think that he would beat Devin Haney regardless, those are two different statements. But to question the effectiveness of the PEDs, I think that's just disingenuous. You know, I've never seen so many people question the effectiveness of PEDs. They didn't question Amir Khan's effectiveness. Like we never had this. I never had these conversations before. Alexander Povetkin just got 10 years, and one of the substances listed was the same Ostarine. You didn't question the effectiveness then. Well, you know what I'm saying? So why are we questioning it right now? I never seen this before. So to me, even that question is disingenuous, because that question could easily be applied to so many other situations that it wasn't applied to. And why wasn't it applied to it? It's because you didn't care. So why do we care now? That's my question.
Let me make it easy for the bozos. Listen, if you still like the fighter, if you still like him, you can still like them, but you don't have to sign off with the bad stuff.
Right,
like,
that part.
You can say aside from this, this and this and this, I still like him. You know, because of this and this and this. Like, you can do that too. You don't have to be such an idiot, you know.
I agree with that 1,000%. It's like I said, I hate to sound like a broken record, but I'm gonna do it again. My bad for y'all. But I bet money on Ryan Garcia. I thought Ryan Garcia would beat Devin Haney. So it's not like an allegiance thing. I actually won money when Ryan Garcia supposedly won the fight, right? So it's not like I was rooting against Ryan Garcia and I was like, oh yes, Ryan Garcia didn't actually beat my favorite fighter, Devin Haney. I'm glad that it got overturned. No, I thought it was trash that it got overturned. And it's not even about just Devin Haney. He betrayed boxing, bro. I was so excited when Ryan Garcia won. I thought that it was one of the biggest upsets in boxing since Buster Douglas and Mike Tyson. I thought, I think some occasional upsets are good for boxing. You know what I'm saying? But PEDs are never good for boxing. So I don't care if it was effective. I don't care if it was insignificant, which we know was significant, right? Because we know the dosage, we know the quantity. It was 60 times the allowable limit. Amir Khan tested positive for 0.3 nanograms per milliliter. He got 2 years. Ryan Garcia tested positive for 6 nanograms per milliliter. That's 20 times the amount that Amir Khan got, and he got a year suspension. He got half the time. So there's nothing really to debate about the legitimacy of him testing positive. I don't even understand that debate. And to me, it's just a coping mechanism. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's not, you don't even have to fucking cope. Like,
right.
just say what happened and say, nevertheless, I like what he did here and there and there. Nobody's gonna crucify you for that. But just to, it's like I don't want to hear it, and I just bury my head in the sand. Ostrich mode, and that's it.
I see what you did there, already. Ostrich mode, ostrich mode. I see what you did there. Head ass.
Well, especially where just like the zone.
Yes.
Like even on the replays, they cut off all of that stuff, bro.
Yes.
There's like, they can't even say Osprey. They gotta say
the situation,
layoff, the situation, the triumph that he's been through. What triumph? He's a hero. He's a national hero.
Right.
Donald Trump, Ryan Garcia.
Right. Right.
America, fuck you.
Shout out to Renee. Says yes, he's getting trained by Reynoso, but I still see him losing again. Physically, he seems smaller in this rematch, and the chin has been tested already. So who knows? Are you speaking of Munguia? I'm assuming. I don't know. I'm not sure who you're speaking of. I like Oscar. However, he needs to get his little boyfriend and go on vacation because he got a lot of BS with him now. Shout out to Oscar, man. Like I said, Oscar gets on my nerves, but I think he's funny, man. I like, definitely as a fighter, I like Oscar. He says some crazy stuff that I will critique, but I do think he's a good promoter. I do think that same with Eddie Hearn. He says some crazy stuff. So same with Leonard Ellaby or whoever you want to call the PBC head representative. Al Heyman we don't see much. So, but Leonard Ellaby or whoever. Sometimes they cap for their fighters. That's what promoter kind of does. But I think overall they're good promoters, man. Yes, Munguia. Yeah, I'm rooting for Munguia to bounce. That's one of my favorite fighters to watch. But yeah, I agree with you. I think that Bruno Suarez is hard, like Oscar pointed out, and so many others. Is like in a rematch, it always usually benefits the better boxer, and there's no doubt that Bruno Suarez is a better boxer. However, Jaime Munguia, we can't forget that he did drop him. So while he did get his chin tested and he failed because he got knocked out. But he also got, was it the second round, Irony? Second round, I think he dropped Bruno Suarez. So if he could knock him down again.
I think it was the first one.
That was the second round.
The second one, appreciate it. Appreciate it,
okay.
Yeah, second. So if he could appreciate Tufo, appreciate Oscar. So, and Irony. So if he could knock him down and capitalize on that knockdown, we know he could get him hurt too. You know what I'm saying? Can he capitalize on that without gassing out, without becoming complacent or whatever he said? He said he got distracted, right? If he could do that without getting distracted, then yeah, I think he has a chance. I'm rooting for Jaime Munguia. Like I said, I like him though. So
and the ref. What's the for?
I ain't gonna lie, that was the fastest count I've ever seen in my life though.
That ref said 1, 5, 7, 10. What?
Bro, but shout out to Bruno Suarez though. Shout out to Bruno Suarez because, like I said, man, shout out to him. He went in Tijuana, hostile territory in his own backyard, back country, and went to his country and showed up from France, unknown, and did the job, bro. Shout out to Bruno, just like Liam
right
Paro.
in front of Julio Cesar Chavez,
In
bro.
front
Julio
of-
Cesar
come on
Chavez's
now.
reaction was fucking priceless,
bro. So shout out to Bruno Suarez. Shout out to every fighter that does that. Shout out to I know Brian Norman is a
Paro.
champion, but him going to Japan, that's gonna be good. But he's still a champion. But yeah, shout out to Paro is a more that's a more accurate analogy, right? Paro going from Australia to Puerto Rico, taking out the boogeyman and taking his title. And Brian Norman too, and they're both American, but he went to his city, right? He went to Giovanni Santillan's hometown of San Diego and took his belt, right? So yeah, shout out to any fighter that goes to the backyard of the champion and takes that belt, man, and performs, man.
Every Usyk fight, every Alexander Usyk fight is him in the other person's backyard.
Facts.
What about Barboza? Can we shout out Barboza for being a road warrior?
Oh yeah,
Facts. On this street?
Yeah,
Catherall, yeah.
He just, man, and honestly, I'm not saying Teal's gonna lose. I just seen an interview Tio said he'd go back down to 135 to fight Tank, but I thought he was moving up to 47 to fight Boots.
I was about to say, you see
That's
who's at
what I thought
147.
too.
He better go back down. Yeah,
Hell yeah.
you see at
Nah, hold
147.
on, though, hold on. Though. Look at Ty in the screen. Look at Ty.
That's me, Ty.
Bro, you know you capping.
You know you capping. With your capping
Bro,
ass.
he's, I don't know, but shout out to Barboza. We got Friday tomorrow. I probably won't even be able to catch these fights. I might not even buy that fight just because I'm gonna still be at work.
Shout out to Michael Bay.
It's at 4:30. 4:30. Yeah, 4:30 for me.
I'm royally screwed.
That's tough.
Wait, where you at? I thought you were in Texas.
I thought Isaiah was in New York.
Yeah,
for some reason.
nah.
I don't know why I thought you was in New York.
Nah, I left New York, but
oh, you were in New York. Okay,
I'm in,
okay. So you're from
yeah,
there. Okay, okay.
I'm in West Texas right now, though.
That's what's
I'm in
up.
West Texas. I'm like 2 hours behind New York.
I got you.
So
yep.
It sucks, bro. Yeah, and in New York, I was 3 hours away from Cali, so it's kind of crazy how So I'm just like, damn, man, I don't know how I'm gonna watch this fight.
As far as time zone goes,
phone.
chat. As far as time zones, because he made it seem like he's a 3 hour drive from Cali. As far as
Yeah,
time zones,
I was like, damn.
he's talking about time
Yeah,
zones. Let me clarify that.
Just hop on the red eye real quick.
Right. Yeah, you made it sound like you a 3 hour drive from Cali in New York. But I want to say this too about irony. I agree with what he said about, but I had to add this little tidbit, man. I got to push back when it comes to Alexander Usyk. The UK is for Usyk Kingdom, man. He's not a stranger anymore, man. He's at home, man.
So they abbreviated his name. Usyk, right? USYK. Just UK.
Yeah, it's just UK, bro. So yeah, Usyk Kingdom, man. So he's no longer going to people's backyard, man. He owns the yard until proven otherwise, man. You know what I'm saying? Dubois is going in Usyk's backyard to fight him. You know, Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury, they fought in Usyk's backyard.
Well, bro.
Usyk run the UK, man.
I was watching this room from the other day.
Yeah.
Whenever you put up that picture, and you're like, man, Dubois gonna get his ass kicked. That shit had me rolling.
I don't like the fight, bro. Honestly, I don't like the fight.
What?
For many
reasons. I love the fight.
I don't like the fight, bro.
Come on, man. You true.
Listen, what I want to see is this. What I think it should happen is Usyk Caballel, Dubois Parker, winners fight. That's what I think should happen.
Caballel? Wait, what?
Yeah, you said
yeah, bro.
Usyk over
Usyk versus Caballel. Usyk versus Caballel and Dubois versus Parker.
Okay.
And then the winners fight.
Yeah, I think.
Bro, Dubois was gonna fight Parker. Why am I wild? And that fight was.
You said Caballel though.
But Caballel, isn't he like the interim or something?
Caballel might be the. I think he was boosted up to an interim. I'm not sure, but I have to look. I think he was. I think he was an interim. No, but I still think you're wilding though. I mean, this is a title. This is an undisputed fight. It's not like It's not like Dubois is like the fifth guy on the rankings. He's a champion. It's an undisputed fight. Me personally, I think.
Talking about titles, irony. Sander against who? Jorge Perez. What's the vibe in Puerto Rico?
Ooh, that's a good one, man. For the vacant title, WBO.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, a bunch of dudes here wanted to see Fundora fight for some reason, and I am happy with it. I mean, honestly, I would have preferred maybe like a Brian Mendoza, as I've said many times, but I'm glad that he's getting not one of the Lions still. No, all due respect to this guy, right? To Jorge. All due respect to him, but I'm just glad that he ain't getting a Bakram or a Virgil or a Fundora just yet, bro. Because something tells me he ain't there yet, So I'm glad that he's getting this guy. Even you know what? If Conwell would have won and he would have got Conwell, I would be saying the same thing. Okay. So just
I would have loved that,
you guys
man.
Think I'm going after Jorge. No. Whoever would have won that fight, I would prefer that over Fundora. Honestly, at this point, I'm actually more upset at Fundora getting Siu. Like that makes less sense to me than Sander going with Jorge. Honestly, because you vacated 2 belts, right? For that,
one,
the Fundora or one, whatever. Like I don't see the point. Plus, if I'm Fundora, I'm staying a little bit the hell away from Theo because honestly, bro, you got a bit lucky in that fight. If I'm being honest, like Team Theo was basically steamrolling you, and then the shit happened, and then it all went down the drain. Like I don't know.
Now,
I
was
would
that because
be.
lack of preparation, or because Tim should have had his number, or has his number?
Well, Fundora was a late replacement, so I'll give you that much because he was supposed to fight Thurman, and then Thurman pulled out. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, Thurman
Well,
hurt his
now I think
injured
we're
his
gonna get
bicep.
the Thurman fight. We're gonna get the Thurman Zoo fight.
Nah, that's
I'm
not.
pretty
That's
According
what
sure
I
to
want to
it's
see.
not.
nah,
That's what
according
I
to
want to see.
no reports. Unfortunately, because I want that Thurman and Zoo fight too. It's a Fedora rematch.
Man,
Fedora and Zoo rematch. I
damn.
don't know how that happened, but
I guess maybe we do need to see it. Because I
nah, hell
do
no.
think Tim does have a chance to beat Fundora. So if he does, I'd like to see Zayas and Tim. Different kind of match.
That'd be a good fight too. Yeah.
Guys and 5.
Yeah, I got Zayas winning that. I'm not gonna lie. But I think, like you said, it'll definitely be a step up for him. You know, so he said more like right there with that fight. Yeah.
In the right direction.
Yep. But yeah, man, I love that. I love that fight. Michael Bay, like the director. Shout out to Michael Bay, the director, man. A lot of movies I like were directed by Michael Bay. Bad Boys, Transformers. Not all the Transformers, though, but some of them. But yeah, man, I loved when Eubank Jr. and Senior showed up, man. That was dope. That little reunion.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I think
It wouldn't be the same if Senior would have stayed home. You know,
agreed,
it really wouldn't be the same.
Agreed. I agree with that.
I
Man.
don't know if I would have had them sitting right next to each other. Honestly, I was like, damn, it's so awkward because if your kid is doing good, you're gonna feel a little bad going right next to the other guy. You know, like that was a little bit awkward in my.
Theatrics, man.
That,
Theatrics, man. The drama, man. You got to build it.
Nah, you know what? It was perfect because they sat right next to each other and signed the contract. And he said, "Do you hate this man?" He said, "I'm trying not to hate him." Yo, Eubank Senior is one of the classiest trash talk. I just seen a video, bro. I forgot to send it in the chat. It was the funniest moments of him at the fight. So when I think it was the dude that was talking to Eubank at the end. He said, "So how do you feel about your performance?" And then you see a Senior in the back. He said something crazy, but he made a face, and then he's over there dancing to Dr. Dre.
Hey.
Oh man, yo, shout out to him, bro.
You seen him with that drip? That's how you flex money, bro.
Hey.
You weren't saying that makes no sense. How the shit? Put a sweater on.
Facts.
Holy shit! Put some shorts on.
Facts. Twofold. Did you bet on Eubank and Ben?
Hell no.
No.
I was a little bit scared. I ain't gonna lie the way Eubank was looking.
I feel it.
Matter of fact, speaking of Eubank, did y'all I forgot to click on the video about the investigation to him. What happened?
Oh, because you know he has it's illegal by the British Board of Boxing Control, British Boxing Board of Control, BBBFC, to use those type of practices to cut weight, and suddenly you could put your health in jeopardy. So he used. Remember, he showed the video. He basically snitched on himself. Is what happened. He posted a video of him, in the heat suit and coming out the sauna. So those are illegal practices to safely cut weight. So it seems like he might get fined after the investigation for it's nothing that will affect the result of the fight or anything. Yeah, no, it's not going to affect. But it's they're gonna find the man again. The man can't he can't keep his money, boy. Guys, they in that man pockets, boy. Shaking that boy change loose.
Hey, what was that bet between him and Eddie that he was gonna stop Conor?
Yep.
I'm glad Eddie ain't take that bet.
Yep.
That boy, a whole purse would have been gone.
I'm telling you.
No, it was that he was gonna win. You know?
Oh, that he was gonna win. Okay.
Was it that he was gonna win? I thought it was stoppage.
I thought he was gonna stop him in 4 or some shit like that.
Yeah, I thought the bet was a stoppage, Oscar. I think so.
It's personal between Eddie Hearn and the Eubanks. You can tell.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, Eddie Hearn got his minion up there trying to do some talking. Was like, Eddie didn't get a single word in.
Yep. Shout out
what
to
makes
Eubank.
you think you are?
Yep. You talking about Frank Smith? Frank Smith, the CEO. Ty, what you think about the rematch, man? You think the rematch should happen, bro? Or you think Conor should go and target Ryan Garcia, Jerron Boots Ennis, or anybody at 147?
For British fans, I like it. But I'm more concerned about the health of the two fighters.
Facts.
It's not like these guys are actually around each other's weight. So meeting in the middle, it's like they're both giving away something.
Yes,
it's like the only one of those guys gonna have to do some type of mick to win.
Agreed. I don't like it, man. I like the thought of it, like exactly what you just articulated, bro. I like the thought, but as far as the welfare of the fighters, I don't like it. I ain't gonna hold you.
Don't be surprised if Eddie Hearn tries to pull some mick with the British board on the Eubanks, because he's done that before.
There's another issue. Like they need to hurry up if they're gonna move forward with the rematch, because there's an age difference here, right? I think Eubank Jr. is 35 and Conor Ben is 28 or something like that, right?
27, 28, yep, something like that.
Right. So you don't have too much time here. Like Eubank Jr. has maybe 2-3 fights left.
That's a good point, Oscar. I mean, irony. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Yeah, that's a great point.
By the way, speaking of Oscar, are we doing this or not?
Nah, hell no. I gotta go eat.
Yeah, you've been saying that for the past like 1 hour, man.
Yeah. And I've been online for the past 3 hours, literally. Come on, man. You know what I'm talking about?
He just pulled up, dog. He just pulled up.
You feel me, Oscar? You know, I already, you are the star. You are the star. I already, you are a star. But guys, he think the show start when he pull up, man. That's crazy, bro. We've been off for 2 hours before you pulled up, bro.
I already pulled up 40 minutes ago.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Ty.
Doctor's been eating for 40 minutes now. He's been having to eat for 40 minutes now.
That's
we would have done it.
That's true.
I
already got it on,
Talking about
thank you, Tufo. Thank you, Ty. Thank you, Tufo. Man, Irony crazy, man. Shout out to Irony, man.
He said you wanted more than that 1 round, huh?
Yeah, bro. He said you need more than that 1 round, man. Khalil Cole rematches the
no,
person
Irony,
lawsuit.
are you good on next week then? Are you cool next
Are you
week?
good? Are you good next week?
Morning or afternoon too.
You muted, Irony. You muted. We can't hear you.
He said I ain't trying to hear him.
Oh no, we still can't hear you.
Next Tuesday, just be here, Irony.
Boy says Khalil Cole. Yeah, I announced that this morning, man. You gotta go back in the VOD. Yeah, Khalil Cole will be rematching Manuel Gallegos. Yes, sir. So that'd be good. Yeah, we hear you now, Irony. Yes, sir.
You hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. If Kendrick can show up, then I have something on Tuesday evening. But if Kendrick doesn't show up, then I guess you're the replacement guy. Other than that,
I hope.
You know what? I got you Tuesday morning.
Tuesday morning.
All right.
All right.
Tuesday morning.
Can you please drop it? Somebody drop it in the Discord, please, and I'll update the list. And we gotta get 2-4 on there too. I don't mind doing it in the morning. I prefer the evening, but I don't mind the morning if you're gonna do it. Let's do it. Let's do it, man. Give you some time to get the questions together and stuff like that.
What's the name of the?
The channel is DBT Square Up Schedule under Dr. Boxing Talk. So right up, it should be two channels above the channel you're in now currently.
Okay, with your talkiness.
Yeah, two above that. I got to give Ty permission to drag people in and out too. I keep forgetting. I meant to do that.
Set up Oscar for Tuesday morning.
Thank you, sir.
And Hendrick for Tuesday evening.
Damn, back to back.
Okay. You see my boy. You see my boy. Already, he ready, bro. He got 2 schedules.
Line him up.
I was
born ready.
Hey, my boy said you were born ready. When you're born ready, you ain't got to get ready. I feel you already. Talk to him.
I got a prediction.
Okay.
I'm saying Irony is going to be Joel Embiid. He was scheduled for a back-to-back, but he only showed up for one.
You gonna be ducking? Hey, we should do predictions. Hey, that's a good idea, Tyler. We should do predictions. Yeah, we should do predictions. Right, that'd be dope. We should do predictions.
I got predictions. Irony catching back-to-back L's.
That's crazy. That's
if
crazy.
We go predictions. We gonna have people betting on the side. I know. I'm like, I got $2 on.
Hey, that'd be fire though. We should do predictions. That's a good idea. Hey, shout out to Ty.
You got $2 on what?
On
what?
Insert name there.
Not gotta start making the favorite and the underdog though, so we can might have higher.
Okay, bet. I'm gonna try to work on that, man. That's a good idea. Ty and 2-4. I like that.
Because if I need the underdog, I got $5 on him.
Sure. Irony plus 500.
You already know. I already for sure the underdog, man. I already got tightened up, man. I don't think he's gonna go 0-2 though. I got your back. All right, I got you for a strong 1-1, man. I think you go 1-1, bro.
Man, now I'm really scared. Doctor said he had my back. Now I'm really scared.
He going 0-2, and here's why. He gonna catch the L on the first day.
Oh Lord.
And have to work the second day.
Oh Lord. So he gonna catch
But
the L
schedule
and
the
then no
rematch
show?
and then get a W.
Okay. See.
Next time I get my title, my well-deserved title shot for the belt that we both know is rightfully mine.
That's crazy.
Doctor won't save you.
That's
Doctor
crazy.
won't save you next time.
Hey,
you gotta stay on topic.
Right. And you see Ty got the
Let's stay on topic. Let's stay on topic. Is Doctor is the one that brought up Mike Tyson and started mad mouthing Mike Tyson. I gotta take care of him. You know, I gotta stick up for my guy. You know.
Wait. How can I even bring up the topic if I'm moderating? But that's
tactic,
crazy,
by the
bro.
way.
That's crazy. All right. That's crazy.
Don't worry about it. I got you.
I'm gonna
Hey,
try
still
that.
busy with Amari, or you take
Dub.
care of him? Still busy with Amari, or you took care of him already?
With who?
Well, Amari.
Yeah, with the shoo deal. And...
Oh, shout out to Amari.
He's not of legal age to participate, so
Right. He in the junior.
That's
He's in the
GG's in
junior
the chat.
divisions. Yeah, facts. He in the junior divisions. He in the junior division.
Exactly.
We gotta get 2-4 back on the board too, man. Hold on, let me pull up the score, man. I think 2-4 might be looking a little shaky, baby. Hold on, man. Let me
Hey,
see.
look, both
man.
times Doc had to change the score to get titled up. That's crazy.
That's crazy, bro. I can't win for losing, boy.
I'm telling you guys. I keep telling you guys, watch out. We got Tony Cheatham here in the building. What is
Tony
Tony
Cheatham. No, you're right. Tim Cheatham. You're right. Tim Cheatham. Let me see. 2-4's record is you ain't even have an official L. See there, you don't even have an official L on your record, bro. You 0-0, man. You know, Ryan is 1-1-1. I mean, sorry, Ryan is 1-1. 2-4 is 0-0. Irony's 0-1. Dub is 1-0. Kendrick is 0-1. Oscar's 2-2. And Ty's 4-1, man. That's a champ, man. 16 points, man.
We can match 2-4 with Clone or Isaiah, seeing that they haven't actually had an official match yet.
I like it, man. Y'all let me know y'all availability, man. I like that. Steve Willis is crazy. But fellas, man, I'm gonna go ahead and call it, man. I'm gonna need some closing remarks, man. Please talk to me. Oh, Oscar gone. Talk to me, Irony.
Always a pleasure, fellas.
Always, man.
Monday morning, I'm handing out free smoke for anybody that want to show up.
All right, bet.
I know I got Tuesday. I got 2 appetizers on Tuesday, so I want another appetizer for Monday. Could be 2-4, could be Isaiah, could be.
Oh man, let me take him as a tune-up for Monday.
There it is. That's what I'm talking about. There it is. That's what I'm talking about.
Done. You see that's how you see Ty, Oscar, especially Kendrick. Take example from 2-4. You know, just say yes. Don't start with the no. Just be grown up and say
talk to him.
I got you.
Talk to
him. Like that's it.
Talk
just
to
for
him.
That 2-4.
See, you should have been focused on your fight, because now you're not gonna make it to your fight.
Oh Lord.
Woo,
hey, he talking.
Crawford.
Hey, he talking.
Bud Crawford is my guy. Pick somebody else, okay?
Hey yo. 2-4 versus Irony Monday. I like
you
it.
got 2 fights on Tuesday. Oh man.
Yeah, he wild. He tried to come out like
I'm about to show you guys how it's done.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. Murderers Row, man. Let's go, man. Talk to me.
Like Bron.
That's it, man. I was like Bron. That's
He
crazy.
who laughs last, laughs the best.
That
Remember
is.
that.
Hey, give me some, Isaiah. Talk to me, bro. Close the statement. You there? He might not be there. Nah, he not there. Shout out to 2-4, man. Talk to me, bro.
Hey, man.
Tell me something good, brother.
I need these bats to hit tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
And if they do, or if they don't, I'm gonna tee your ass.
94 punches or lower.
My shit with Stephen Claggett, man. I betted on him to get a stoppage and shit. I seen where the fuck Stephen Claggett was coming from. I'm like, yeah, he's stopping this, man.
Yep.
Nigga fucked my money up.
Yep.
You do that shit again, I never bet on that, man. I don't give a fuck if he fighting fucking a prospect.
I'm telling you. T.O., you got put on notice, man. You got to show out tomorrow. Show up and show out tomorrow.
But Oscar, that's your ass Monday, gang. I
Mm.
mean, not Oscar, Arnie. That's the closest thing.
Talk to him.
And Ty, I'm coming for you still, gang. Doc just can't be the judge. We're going to have Oscar and some other people.
Yeah, I ain't gonna moderate because I'm tired of y'all blaming me, man. When it don't go in y'all favor, y'all put it on me, man.
You should have got them before me because now I'm gonna have to finish you off.
Ooh, he said you gonna retire, you too, folks?
You can thank me later.
Oh,
you can thank me later, guys. Don't worry about it.
We gonna see, gang. But all right, Doc, appreciate you.
Oh, you already know, man. Appreciate you coming through, man. It's always a pleasure, bro. Always a pleasure.
God bless, fellas.
God bless, man. Talk to me, Ty. Go ahead, take us up out of here, man.
Is this nigga serious?
Yes, very. Y'all gonna chill on my boy Doc Head Top.
Thank you, bro.
Y'all out here talking about he fixing fights. It's been plenty of matches where he just gave, you know what I mean, the opposition an extra point just to make it competitive. I heard nonsensical points, but just because he had a little bit of delivery, he got a point.
Thank you, bro. I be looking out, man.
People be wishing on a star and got a point. But y'all saying Doc bias. No, stop that cat.
Big cat.
In my closing statement.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Ty.
I gotta hit it again.
Is this nigga serious?
Yes, very. I got Devin Haney walking out there with the good, you know, the soul glow.
Bruce Leroy things.
Yep. Bruce Leroy with the glow. Because Ramirez ain't seeing 9.
Ooh, not seeing 9? Ooh,
he not. And for the betters, 12-0. Devin, UD.
Talk to him.
But he ain't seeing 9 though.
That's crazy. Shout out to Jose Carlos Ramirez. Shout out to Devin Haney.
Let me respond real quick, yeah, because I know he's taking a shot at me. Let me respond real quick.
Go ahead, bro.
So when we squared off the previous time, it's best 2 out of 3, right? So one of the point, Doctor knowingly that Marvin Hagler's my favorite fighter ever. Got Floyd versus Marvin, and got me to make the case for Floyd against Marvin Hagler. That's number 1. Number 2, the third one was Bivol Beterbiev 2. And you kept saying Beterbiev's gonna knock the shit out of him, this and that, etc., etc., etc. And what happened?
What happened, bro?
Thank you.
Thank you, bro. Because I don't know what that had to do with anything, bro.
You know,
it means
the square ups when you give your case, you get scored based upon how you deliver certain things and state your case of how you think the fight is going to go.
Talk to him.
The actual matchup happens after the fact.
Talk to him.
That's irrelevant to our square up.
Thank you.
It's based on how well you can state your case.
Thank you.
You can be absolutely right, but if you can't, you know, vocalize that, it don't mean shit.
Yeah.
Go ahead and rebuttal, Irony. I know you want to say something. Go ahead, bro.
So when I said that between Bivol and Beterbiev, one of them has been in the canvas and the other one hasn't.
Yep.
Was that me speaking nonsense, or did I verbalize that correctly? It's just for correction purposes, you know, because I love how you keep saying, "Oh, I don't make no points or anything," but can you give me an example?
No one said you don't make points, though, bro.
Like going off topic and this and that, but can you give me an example, bro? Like,
It'd be the Trump facts.
You know,
you'll name one thing that's unequivocal fact, and then it's followed with the tirade of, yeah, you know, he struggled through camp and he was like 190 and he had Cocoa Puffs for lunch.
Right.
You can just sit there like,
huh? Right. So no, you're right. Beterbiev got dropped by who you get dropped by again? Callum Johnson and Jeff Page Jr., right?
Marcus Brown too.
Jeff
Anthony
Page.
Yard, right?
No, it's Jeff Page. Marcus Brown dropped him?
Yeah.
No, Anthony Yard.
No, I just told you it was Jeff Page. Jeff Page, Anthony Yard. Yeah, he didn't drop Viterbo.
Marcus Brown.
I didn't know about. I don't remember the Anthony.
Person.
I don't remember the Marcus Brown. I remember Callum Johnson, and I remember Jeff Page. I don't remember Marcus Brown though. I have to go watch that fight again.
No, Marcus Brown didn't drop him. No, he had him bloodied up, but he didn't.
There's a debate on whether if it was a slip or not. He got up off the canvas and beat the holy hell out of Marcus Brown.
I believe you. I'm pull up right here. Jeff Page. I know.
Yeah, I've seen that fight a few times. I remember.
They might have counted it as a slip because I know they were debating about it.
Right.
Ringside.
Right. Yeah. See, I ain't tripping. Here it goes right here. No, that's Let me see. Jeff Page knocks down Viterbo. Let me see. I can't find it. I know for sure Callum Johnson for sure. I could have sworn Jeff Page knocked him down too. I have to find it, but I'll show it for the late show. Viterbo bid some dog fights.
I will say this: you're tough not to crack, buddy. I will give you that much. But I'm still gonna crack it, and don't worry about it.
Man, Viterbo, man.
When you said what?
Again with a pause. He's gonna get a pause.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
I
don't
keep walking on straight to that one.
Already crazy, bro.
But you all what it?
Okay, see, I'm not tripping. Here you go right here. Here you go right here. I knew I wasn't tripping. Here you go. Viterbo, Jeff Page Jr. dropped Viterbo. Here it is. Bop. And then that's Jeff Page Jr. And then let me show you the other one. I remember the other one's Callum Johnson for sure. Because I remember I was like, man, hopefully Callum Smith could finish what Callum Johnson started. Let me show Callum Johnson.
No, Callum Smith got massacred.
Yeah, he got massacred. Yeah, I was just joking. I was saying because they're both named Callum.
Oh.
Yeah, I said hopefully Callum Smith could do what Callum Johnson couldn't.
I like Callum Smith, but no.
No, hell no. Hell yeah, he ain't have it. Shout out to Callum Smith, but nah, he wasn't messing with Viterbo. There it is right there. Callum Johnson. Callum Johnson dropped Viterbo. Bop. Bop.
Yeah, I remember that one also.
Yep. Shout out to Viterbo though, man.
Oh man, mega shout out to Artur Viterbo, bro.
Mm-hmm. But fellas, man, I'm about to go ahead and call it, man. I don't know what's with my Discord froze. I can't see y'all. Oh Lord.
Oh yeah, Dub is spitting facts.
What Dub say?
I almost forgot about that, but again, some of that stuff don't matter to me. It be Mickey circumstances, but I'm still gonna win.
Talk to him.
You was on here doing your Googles.
Ooh, he was Googling. Uh-oh.
Then sitting there, oh, I didn't know we couldn't do this.
Shout out to Dub. I forgot about that. My boy already is out there with the big googly.
What are you
googly? Yeah, come on now.
All right. I'm putting cases on all you bitches.
Now they're Googling things.
As if I needed that. As if I needed that.
We asked him about that box wreck. He pulled the Ryan. What? Nah. See, I didn't take nothing. It was Scooter. It was Logan Paul.
Right.
With the prime.
Shout out to what's the name, man? Shout out to Irony, man. No Googles. You know what I'm saying? Rules. Gotta have your camera on. No Googling. You know what I'm saying? And just have fun, man. That's the only rules, man. Let's have fun, man. And no attacking the moderator, man. But yeah, I'm about to go ahead and call it, fellas. I appreciate y'all, man, for sure, man.
But you forgot about one thing about the moderator. Moderator don't give reasons to be attacked.
All right, I'm out of here,
like,
that's crazy. Shout out to my brother Irony in the building, man.
I gotta
That's crazy,
you, bro.
man. Yes, sir. Already, man. God bless, man. Shout out to my brother Irony coming through. Shout out to my brother, who else came through, man? Shout out to my brother Tufo coming through. Shout out to my brother Ty coming through. My brother Oscar coming through. Who else, man? I don't want to miss anybody. I apologize if I do. Shout out to my brother Isaiah coming through, man. Appreciate everybody coming through today, man. That contributed on the panel. I'm about to go and get me some food, man. I am hungry. It's 12 o'clock noon on my side. I did not eat yet. Shout out to everybody showing love for the channel, man. People coming through. I thank y'all. know what I'm saying? Hopefully we keep it going and keep it growing. And yeah, man. Whatever you dream, you can bring it into fruition, man. If God puts it on your mind with faith and hard work and dedication, you can complete it, man, as long as there's good intentions, man. Just believe in yourself. There's gonna be a lot of people that are going to try to distract you from your goals or your dreams. They're going to try to deter you from your goals or your dreams. They're going to try to diminish your goals or your dreams and say it's impossible because they're insecure themselves. Don't listen to it, man. Just keep on pushing, stay focused, and stay prayed up and stay hustling, man. That's what we do around here, man. So shout out to everybody pulling up, man. Big salute to everybody that pulled up, but especially, I got to give special love to the members, man, because they do a little extra, they do a little more. You know what I'm saying? So we got to show them a little more appreciation. They keep the lights on. So consider becoming a member. Starting at $3, man, you get access to a lot of perks. Some of the perks being the best boxing emotes on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? You get access to that. Also, you get access to selecting some of the topics and some other perks that are involved. You know, I try my best not to miss any messages, but I definitely focus on the members' messages. In addition, you get to know that you are supporting, you know what I'm saying, a young man's dream. You feel me? To be the best boxing channel on this YouTube thing. And hey, my grind is serious, man. I 2 shows a day, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. for the morning show, 7 p.m. for the evening show. We gets it in, man. We gets to hustle off the muscle, so we always going in. So I appreciate Joe supporting. Also, those that hit the super chat, man, I appreciate y'all as well. Who hit the super chat today? We got $2 for my guy Oscar, $2 for my guy Oscar again, $2 for my guy Big Dog Willie, $5 for my guy Dry Turkey, $2 for my Isaiah, $2 for my guy Isaiah again, $5 for my guy Jonathan Ramirez, man. So I appreciate the love, man. It really goes a long way to keep us going and growing. And you know what I'm saying? Smack that like button, though. That's free love right there, smacking that like button. So smack that like button, smack the subscribe button. On our way to 3K. You know what I'm saying? So let's get there, man. I appreciate y'all rocking as always. Smack that like button like Caleb Plant smack Charlo. Smack the like button like Teofimo smack Barbosa. Smack the like button like Eubank smack Ben. Smack the like button, y'all. Smack the like button. It really goes a long way to keep us going and growing. It helps the algorithm push our channel and our stuff out, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's free support. But I appreciate that. Even more importantly than smacking that like button, remember with God, we can do anything. Without God, we're nothing. The doctor's out. Peace.
From the hood to college, both worlds they had to meet. 6 degrees between us, so cold we're about to freeze. But we're Florida boys, hot takes, we bring the heat. We're moving the culture, the engineers to the streets.